So, fuck! Okay. So I have to explain something. I'm supposed to be gray, okay? The intention today was I was supposed to actually be painted gray. Like, entirely. However, do you remember- I look gray. Yes, I can just do a grayscale and look gray. Everybody's gray today. Everybody's a Graylien. There is sound. I don't know what you're saying. Everybody's responding to me. I don't know why you said there's no sound, because everybody's responding to me. That's a crazy thing to say when I'm... I was supposed to be... Because there's no alien sounds? Well... I'm supposed to be gray. I was supposed to be gray. But... So do you remember a couple days ago when I was like, wow, I've been using this face mask that my mom got me that's, like, been giving me chemical burns. Do you remember when I said that? So, I got this really shitty gray face paint from Amazon. That, because it's water-based, I thought it would be very fine. And I started, you know, sponging it on, and my face just, kind of started burning in spots. And then my face hurt really bad, and I kept putting it on, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just the paint, because I've painted myself with acrylic paint on stream, like acrylic paint that you use on pictures and canvases, and I put it on my face. And I was like, oh, it just burns for a second. And it didn't stop. So then I decided I needed to just take it off of my face. Because it's likely the fact that I have, chemical burns in some places on my face. That's what's hurting. The aliens and signs were allergic to water. Oh, so you're telling me it's just canon? You just had to sit through an Alienware ad. Oh, shit. It's not a full chemical burn. Welcome back to the Funkelman Robot Ghosty. She's great too. I mean, it's not like I actually, it's not like I put, like, corrosive chemicals on my face. It did give me some allergic reaction that felt akin to a burn. It did give me a reaction that felt burn adjacent, akin to a burn. So it felt like it burned. Aloe does that to me. Aloe? That sucks, because that's what's supposed to make it better. You use aloe on, like, sunburns and shit. So that's bad, because then you can't even fix it. Did you guys just do the emote because you heard me opening a can? More of like a tingle, I guess. It's fine, yeah.
Thoughts on the Roswell incident?
Okay, so there's supposed to be a few of them, and I swear to God, if it plays this bitch for every single... I mean, sorry. She's not a bitch. If it plays her for every single fucking alert, I'm gonna be pissed, because there's like 4 that it's supposed to cycle through. I will be so fucking mad. Thoughts on the Roswell incident? I think that shit's real and it was awesome. Roswell ends well. Yeah, I'm supposed to be more I mean, I didn't intend on doing an alien character at all. I just wanted to look more alien. But I'm grayscale, and it's like Twilight Zone. I kind of look like, what's that fucking movie? Mountain. That Swedish shit. Holy Mountain. More like Raw's good, more like Raw's great. No, not Escape to Witch Mountain. No, I don't think I look like I'm from Escape to Witch Mountain. No, not Brokeback Mountain. I do look like old-timey movie. Yeah, because of the grayscale sort of thing. I feel like everybody might jump to that conclusion. But I do have my alien robe on. It's foil to keep any Wi-Fi signals. There's so much Wi-Fi in my apartment, and there's a lot of Wi-Fi in my building. So this nice foil robe keeps all of the bad signals and the poisons out of my body. Because there's too much Wi-Fi in this building. I love aliens, but I'm very anti-Wi-Fi, and I'm very anti-technology. Is there out there an anti-technology alien? To aliens, technology's just normal, right? To aliens...
I want to believe.
Oh no, Vince McMahon's still there. Sorry about that. He's not supposed to not be there. I just didn't do anything for donos. But thank you for the $36 panda thing. Yeah, is there like alien Luddites who they don't like tech, and they're just like regular like but then tech is like, that's aliens' bread and butter. But that's also aliens' bread and butter, right? Is tech. They kind of born with that. The jellyfish. I guess a jellyfish would be the closest to a Luddite alien, I think. Yeah, they're called old people. My dad keeps saying this thing to me that he said it multiple times. He's like, did you know that old people go crazy during the full moon? Has anybody else's parents said that? My dad keeps saying it. He's like, yeah, old people in homes go crazy when there's the full moon. Like they're werewolves, like they're animals. He said it to me like 5 times in my life, I think.
I am gay.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Canyon.
I am gay.
During the full moon, I'm at danger of hurting myself and others. You're typing from the old person home. You're typing from the old person home right now. You've got one of those really big, those like really giant keyboards that they have at the library for like the older people or people who like have sight issues. Like where every key is like this fucking big. You're just like smacking on that and you're going nuts. 400 zoom on the monitor and you're like right there. It was a full moon last night. And I'm like, damn, they might be going nuts. They might be fucking in there. They might be fucking coming from they might be fucking in there. Is he trying to set up validation for a potential crash out that he's planning? Probably. My dad probably intends, he would do that. He would, yeah, that's for sure the type of guy my dad is, to manipulate this entire, like, fake urban legend that he's told to me multiple times throughout my entire life. So, hang on. So then, yeah, when we eventually have to put him in old person home, hopefully that doesn't happen, he can go nuts and just blame it on the full moon. I seem to remember a care nurse telling me that more of them died during the full phone. Dude, yeah, an old person would die when seeing a full fucking phone. Get stressed out. They have too many tabs open and their phone stops working and they freak the fuck out. That happens all the time. That's 90% of Best Buy Geek Squad counter appointments with people over the age of 70. Too many tabs on their phone. Old people only do 2 things. Too many tabs on their phone. Go crazy at the full moon. I'm sorry I pinned that. I just think I just think that more of them die during the full phone is really good. Autocorrect? Autocorrect? Fuck off. Fuck autocorrect. Wait. My son said I can't have a smartphone and makes me use a jitterbug. Yeah, I make my grandma use a leapfrog to socialize with us. I refuse to, my grandma, I don't let her have a phone. I make her use a leapfrog and she just kind of figures it out. She just like writes letters to herself and thinks that she's sending them to us. And then she never gets a response and wonders why. And she feels really alone. She just writes, oh, she just scrawls in her leapfrog over and over, and she tries to send letters, and it doesn't work, because it's not actually connected to the internet or anything. She uses PictoChat, yeah. Life alert and a leapfrog. Life alert and a leapfrog, ain't that some shit? Yeah, I gave her my old DSi with PictoChat, and I say, just write out what you want, and then she thinks she's sending it, and it's not going anywhere. My grandfather ends every text with ... It's super ominous. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, old people do that. Not even old people. Like, even just, like, middle-aged people do that. Which we've established is 30. Yeah, no. Like, people love to do that. Landlords love to do that. ... I've learned to just not really pay attention to it, because they just do that. I don't know why. I really, like, don't know why. Because, yeah, an ellipses is, like, you know, trailing the end of a thought, you know? If there's something more, perhaps there's something more, it's to show that, like, there's something more to what has just been said, so it's so strange that they do that. And it's really bizarre, and I don't think they know how it comes off at all, and I think maybe they do it to just make it... I think they do that in the same way that, like, young people use exclamation points for everything. I fell... ... I have a cold... ... Just text about old people being sick. Like, it's the same way that young people use exclamation points to show that they're, like, not mad. They'll be like, okay, thank you! I think they get ... Full moon tonight, ... Think I'm gonna act up, ... What you got planned, ... Texting your neighbor in the home. What you got planned for the full moon, ... Full phone tonight, ... Can't use the damn thing, ... Think I might act up, ... It's alien night, ... And there's a full phone. I think like an old person snitched on my dad when we went to my hometown to visit. I think an old person snitched on my dad. Since we're on the topic of old people. I don't know, like when we got to the Airbnb that we're supposed to stay in my hometown, which, by the way, is, like, obviously somewhere that we're incredibly familiar with because they lived there for a long-ass time. So, it was, like, a house, and there was a shared driveway with the house next door, but they had a car in the driveway that was blocking the entire driveway, so we could not actually, like, go to the back to park like you're supposed to. So my dad just parked on the other side of the road while they were taking the luggage in. But I guess there's some rule, because it's a one-way street. This doesn't make any sense, either, the laws of the street. It's a one-way street. And you can't park on the opposite side of the street that is blocking somebody's driveway. Which doesn't make sense to me, because it is a wide enough road that nobody is actually going to, like, hit a car that is parked on the opposite side of their driveway. It's not like a skinny road. If it was skinny, I'd understand. But, like, they send buses and fire trucks go down there. So it's, like, it's not like, you'd have to be really bad to, like, pull out of your driveway and then hit a car on the opposite side of the street that's parked. You'd have to be very bad at it. But anyway, that's the rule. And that's what my dad did. Which he was unaware of, because he doesn't seem like you're actually blocking somebody's driveway, right? Within 10 minutes, there was a parking guy right there, writing him a ticket. Legitimately, I shit you not, 10 to 20 minutes. And right next to it, there was, like, a senior's apartment complex. 100% an old fucking person, like, peeked out of the window and saw, like, people they've never seen before, and they probably knew that house was an Airbnb, and they were like, and then probably called the city. Like, it was so quick. It was so quick, and like he'd never, like, my parents have never gotten a parking ticket the whole time they lived there. It's not like in downtown they give out parking tickets a lot, because it's like a very tourist-heavy city. 100% an old person snitched on them. And I think that's why my dad was like, did you know that they go crazy during the full moon? So maybe that's why she snitched on me. This is such alien shit to complain about. It's alien to you to complain about old people? They have them on speed dial on their landline. Fucking probably. It's probably just like, well, it's also for the city. It's probably like some very abbreviated number to just like quickly call. You know? Huh. Yeah, she snitched on us. That's what she's probably going crazy because it's the full moon tonight. I kind of want to get started into alien things because I want to watch some stuff and I have a little quiz that I want to take first. UFOs don't take up that kind of space or have that type of regulation. You mean the ships? Like for the street? Is tonight strictly related to aliens or can we add some gnomes to the mix? It's aliens! If I said gnomes, I would have mentioned gnomes. It's aliens tonight. Extraterrestrials. Only. Extraterrestrial. Gnomes are terrestrial. Unfortunately, they're on Earth with us. I guess yes, okay, the DMT machine elves could apply. I know what that is. I know what the machine elves are. I don't believe in that shit, though, honestly. I mean, it's real, but it's because everybody knows about it before they go into it, and then they see it, right? Right? I'm not wrong. So, for those who don't know, there's, like, this very common thing. Clockwork elves are a gray area, no pun intended. So, the clockwork and machine elves are this common, like, hallucination that people experience when they smoke DMT. Everybody says they see the well, not everybody, but they say they see the elves, the machine elves. They're these little mechanical, like, imagine like little Dwemer elves. I have never smoked DMT, just for the record. What did you see? I have not smoked DMT, for the record. I have no experience in this, but they say that they see the elves, okay? And I'm not DMT stream. Yeah, that would be a good 10-minute stream. Yeah, that would be good. I hit a DMT pen and I freak the fuck out and I run out of my apartment. I jump off my fucking balcony. Yeah, that would be good. I haven't had the DMT edibles. No, I haven't done any DMT. No DMT. Okay. Because people say they see the elves. But I think people read about it. It's such a popular thing. Even I know about it. It's such a popular thing. So that I think people go into it and then they expect to see the elves. There's DMT pens, which I've just stumbled upon. I haven't looked for them, but you can get little, they're like $300, but they're little vape pens with DMT in them. I think I found one at like it was like for sale at like a black market dispensary. Sorry. Sorry. That was fucking crazy. I'm so sorry. That was really bad. I will not, I'm not smoking salvia either. I actually had to trip-sit a bunch of people who smoked salvia once when I was in high school. Too young. Also to be trip-sitting people on salvia. Because salvia, they used to just sell it in, like, convenience stores. I don't know if people remember. Back in the day, I mean, at least in Ontario, you could find salvia just, like, at a convenience store. And a bunch of my friends in high school were like, we're gonna get salvia and smoke it in the woods. And the only people that were sober were me and then the guy who was driving us. And so then we were like, okay, we're just gonna chill. I didn't want to fucking smoke salvia. Are you kidding? I was dating one of the guys in that group, and I fell entirely out of love with him. And that's not a joke. That was, I think, the actual tipping point for when I was like, oh. Seeing somebody, if you want to fall out of love with somebody, watch them smoke salvia and see what they do. It is the most hideous, ick experience ever. It makes him look like a fucking fool. It makes him look like a clown. Like, it is just like, it just tethers anything that's there for you, truly. But he was embarrassed. He was like, that's the bad thing is like when you're supposed to trip sit someone, you can't then just be like, oh, now I want to be less nice to you because I'm actually falling out of love with you in real time. But he like, he just started freaking out, and he just started like looking around and being like, ah, 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 and I was just like, oh my god. And the guy who was driving was just like, don't do anything. He's like, don't bother. They can't see you. They can't talk to you. Just wait. And we just had to watch all these guys like writhe around in like the dirt and just be like, duh. And then after, like maybe 2 minutes later, he stood up and he was like, huh, wow, that was interesting. And then we were like, okay, everybody done? Because it's only like 5 minutes, right? It's like 5 to 10 minutes. It's like not long at all. So we waited till everybody was done and everybody had sat and like drank some water. We're like, okay, are we gonna go? And then, this was after he was supposed to have entirely come down. My boyfriend at the time just like turns around and he's like, oh, see ya, dude. And I was like, who are you talking to? And he's like, oh, that guy that was like with us. And I was like, shut up. And then he went like, whoa, he's going up a tree. And I was like, shut the fuck up. He was still like hallucinating like a weird little guy running away and climbing up a tree. And I was like, shut up. Get in the fucking car. I said, shut up. Get in the car. Get in the fucking car. Like a gnome. No, he did see gnomes. He did. He did say he saw like gnomes. And like elves. Yes. They were little elf guys. Little wood elf guys. Yes. Alright. We're gonna start with a quiz. It's not a quiz that anybody has to like take part in at all. It is a quiz to find out. So I think to start off the stream, it's important that I do discover genuinely what kind of alien I am. You know, I think I'm a gray alien. I'm gray. But I always have a feeling that there's maybe something more. So I'm going to be doing a quiz to find out what alien I am. And we have a little intro. It's a special time. It's alien time. At 3 p.m., it's alien time. I've put on my robes, my alien robes, and I'm going to fly the alien globe. I know the Greys, they are my kin. I know the Greys, they are my kin. But my birth might be a lie. This would be much funnier if I was actually painted gray and an alien. There's a species in my mind. There's a species in my mind. Since my birth might be a lie. Because my birth might be a lie. Which is very heartbreaking to think about. Am I Arcturian? Am I Pleiadian? Am I Assyrian? Which is a kind of alien. Am I Atlantean? Am I Lycurian? Am I Venusian? Syrian is spelled S-I-R-I-A-N. Jarring, though, I know. But I promise that's supposedly a type of alien that I possibly can be. Oh. Oh, is it pronounced Venusian? This is on proprofs.quiz. This is a professional professor quiz to find out what starseed I am. Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong on Earth? You might be a starseed. Our starseed test will help you uncover your cosmic origins, know if you resonate with the wisdom of the Pleiadians, the adventurous nature of Syrians, or the healing energy of Arcturians. This quiz will reveal your true celestial roots. There's only 3 options, which is a bummer. I wanted to find a better quiz with more options, but all of them were ones that you have to, like, sign up for. Curious to know where your soul originates? Take our Which Starseed Am I quiz. Disclaimer, this quiz is for Okay. Can you want to place channel points on what kind of, starseed I am? Sure. Okay, prediction. Oh my god, the last one was when we were watching the pig racing. So we have Arcturian, Pleiadian, I might have spelt that wrong, and Syrian. You have 30 seconds to submit your votes. Yeah, like, apparently this is entertainment purposes, which I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy that this is entertainment purposes only. That bothers me. I thought this was, like, proper. You have 30 seconds. That's not enough. That wasn't 30 seconds. What the fuck? That was not 30 seconds. Are you kidding me? You want me to do another one? But then it's a minute, and I'm like, I don't want to wait a minute. Did everybody have enough time to do that? No, I can do another one. It's fine. Okay. Which of the following values resonates with me the most? Family and friendship, growth and development, love and peace, or intuition and inner light? Well, obviously intuition and inner light is the one that everybody who does this shit will go with. I would say, should I answer? I will answer this as sincerely as possible, honestly. Love and peace. So fucking stupid. Wait, that wasn't question 1? What? What is this? Am I doing the same one? Okay, if I had a supernatural power, what would I love to have? Telepathy, ability to talk to animals, high-level soul and body healing, or flight and super strength? Probably out of these. Oh my god, guys, look at this. I'm getting alien slot ad. That's fucking awesome. Spin through the cosmos. $5,000 bonus. What the fuck? No, I probably, like, well, flight and super strength, because those are the only ones that are, like, proper powers, really. Pick an activity that I would find doing on a free day. Reading, taking a walk in nature, writing and creating something new, or dancing, or something athletic. Probably writing and creating something new. Pick a food among the following. Vegan, vegetarian, something spicy, something sweet, bitch. Pick a beverage that you would love to drink. Coffee, fruit juice, smoothie, tea. Out of these? Oh, out of these. Well, I love coffee the most. I do drink so much coffee, but out of these, probably a good smoothie. Which of the following values resonates with me the most? You just asked that. It's love and peace. Do I think of myself as a true leader? Yes, absolutely. Which of the following natural elements attracts me the most? Water, fire, earth, and wind. Water's sick. I've always liked the water gimmick. Which of the following star clusters, stars in the galaxy intrigues me the most? Well, this just gives me the fucking answer, dude. Well, okay, well then whatever I choose here will just dictate what the fucking answer is. What the fuck? That's so bad. You can't just be like, which one do you like better? If I choose Andromeda, I'll get Andromedans. Look them up? I'm not doing research. Andromeda sounds coolest. And I know of that. Pick a soul animal that you resonate with the most. Dolphin, lion, wolf, kitten. Oh, well, I'm just a cute little kitten, aren't I? Which of the following do you struggle with the most? Expressing my emotions, getting serious. I tend to think more about the people around me, which can sometimes be bad for my health, or I have problems trusting other people. I don't want any of you. Okay. Oh, now when I answer this, okay, so this is the only joke this one I'm gonna answer, and it's actually gonna be a joke. I know I said I was gonna answer these sincerely, but guys, this one is actually a complete joke answer. And I'm actually gonna go with the complete opposite. This one's for fun. This is a silly one. I'm gonna go with the complete opposite of what I do, and, I struggle the most with it. I tend to think more about other people. Um, how do I recharge my energy? By fucking connecting with loved ones and spreading love, actually. What type of energy resonates with you the most? Futuristic and techno- No. Emotional healing and unconditional love, which is my strongest quality. Compassion and emotional intelligence, creativity and boundless enthusiasm, strategic thinking and problem solving, and intuition and spiritual wisdom. Guys, which this is good for you guys. What is my strongest quality out of these guys? Out of these, what's my strongest quality, everybody? What would you say? Go on, you can answer. What is my strongest quality? Thinking, love, creativity, or intuition and spiritual. Where's porn obsessed? I'm gonna fucking... I genuinely just got my period like 45 minutes ago. And I have to... Fucking Christ. Thank you for everybody saying I'm creative. Thank you to everybody who said I'm creative. I am... What kind of environment do you thrive in? Close-knit, loving community? Open, creative, free-spirited space, a calm, nature-filled sanctuary, structured and efficient system. Honestly, I would say creative, yes, but enthusiastic. Oh my god. An open, creative, and free-spirited space. Like a playground. You know, I like having a space where it's like a playground where we spitball. And we just say whatever's on our mind and we play around. And what describes my natural approach to life? I think I fucking radiate love and compassion. Well, no shit, it's Andromedan because I said I wanted to learn about Andromeda. And that's also, is that even in the fucking prediction? That's also not even in the prediction, is it? Because they didn't say it at the beginning. It's not even part of the prediction. So nobody wins. That one question just decided the whole thing. Yeah, I think the fact that I made a Spandau Ballet parody for a proprofs.com quiz is enough to show my enthusiasm. Alright, so I'm an Andromedan starseed radiating innocence, curiosity, and a vibrant zest for life. My childlike wonder and adventurous spirit makes me incredibly magnetic, drawing others to my uplifting energy. I live life guided by my heart, and love serves as my core purpose and driving force. You have an innate ability to inspire those around you to embrace positivity and seek deeper connections. Freedom and self-expression are essential to your soul, and you thrive when you follow your true passions. Love is the frequency you resonate with most, empowering you to spread joy wherever you go. I'm just a lover. Yeah, which beetle quiz are you? Question 1. Wait, which beetle are you? Question 1. Who's your favorite beetle? Which animal are you? Question 1. Would you prefer to have 4 legs or 2? I mean, that barely narrows it down. If you choose 2 legs, you, like, automatically get a kangaroo. And if you choose 4 legs, you automatically get a cat. Yeah, I'm just spreading my seed everywhere. Like, I'm just spreading love, and I'm spreading my star seed. Dude, I got star seed because I'm a famous fucking Twitch streamer. I got star seed. Okay, so nobody wins. But Arcturian I would say is closest because it starts with A, so Arcturian wins! I'm an Andromedan. Arcturian wins. Congratulations, everybody. It starts with A. It's the closest. Is there another? Well, yes. Purple link, purple link, purple link, all purple links, purple links, purple links, purple links. Like, this is gonna be one where I have to sign up by my email, which is, like, what I obviously don't want to do. Which starseed am I? This is gonna- if this is 20 questions, like, what is my purpose on Earth? Let me do another one and see if it's Andromedon. Which one describes your feeling towards our planet? I love it so much. I don't really like it. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been drinking coffee and sparkling water all day. What? Our planet? I love it. Well, if I'm an alien, I don't like it because I'm not from there. I don't care. I don't like places that I'm not from, also. I don't like it's normal to not like somewhere you're just not from and not care about it. I find it fascinating. Do you feel like you don't belong to the Earth? If yes, how would you describe it? Yeah, I think I used to be a leader on another planet. The fact that people will earnestly respond with that. You know, yeah, I feel nervous around other people. What purpose is worthy of devoting your life to? Probably, gaining power and dominance. How would you describe your soul in one word? Oh, well, unique. What's my priority in life? Love. We've just said that a billion times. I'm just a lover. I just love too hard and I have too much love to give, right? I'm there's a reason I relate so much to J-Lo in the This Is Me Now. She just loves too hard and she falls in love too much. And people don't understand that. And they think that and they think she can't make up her mind. Oh, Jennifer, you just can't make up your mind. Oh, you're going back to Ben. Oh, look at her. She's a starseed. J-Lo's a starseed. J-Lo is totally a fucking starseed. She would be so into it. You know what this should be? You know what the Starseed quiz should be? That should be a fucking segment on like the Kelly Clarkson show. How many clicks would Kelly Clarkson get if she did a segment where you find out what Starseed you are? And how many people would be so on board with it? Like this, I know this seems insane, but this is like such a normie thing to do. Like so many people are just like about this that they're like, "Oh yeah, because I'm not even kidding. Like, what you've been hearing from the quiz is legitimately the criteria for being a starseed according to the starseed community. Just like, do you feel awkward around people? Do you not know anything sometimes? Well, you're actually an alien. And it's hard being an alien, being a human. Why do you want to know which starseed you are? It sounds fun. What irritates you the most? Oh. Everything and everyone annoy me. How sensitive are you? 10 means you're super sensitive. Do I have any psychic abilities or extraordinary energy? Yeah, my predictions are pretty accurate. Which one drains my energy and spirit? Fucking I don't have any energy. What would you like to do in your free time? Let's see who the bummer starseed is. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on the quiz because I got a lot of alien stuff to watch, but I just wanted to see if this one has. I'm gonna like really just piss through this one. I do artistic and creative stuff. Which place do I have a soft spot for? Jungle. How would I describe my dreams and imaginations? Um, I usually dream about. I don't like dreaming. Like who the fuck? Which of the following sounds like something I'd enjoy? I'd enjoy teacher. Yeah, I'd enjoy teacher, all right. How spiritual do you think you are? 10 means you're super spiritual. I'd say 0 to 1. Um, which one is true for your relationship with music and sounds? Oh, I love listening to music. Um, how do you feel when you look at the sky and stars? Nothing specific. Which one sounds like a happy life? None. Like, who the fuck? discovering your purpose in life. This is an earnest run. This is earnest with reading everything quick enough. What has inspired me more than others? By my idols. How old are you? Shit. See? Email. I knew it. No, I am good. Andromedan! Oh shit, low-key. It's actually that. Okay, second opinion. Second opinion. It's confirmed. I am an Andromedan starseed. It actually fucking works. This is real. And it actually fucking works. This is science. Dude, I know. Or like aura farming on that pic there. Look at that. Cupping the globe like it's nothing. The giant astronaut cupping the globe. They used your cookies to make sure it was the same as the other site. I mean, I think Andromedan struggles with anxiety and they're so sensitive. Just remember that, guys. Now you have to remember. Now remember, whenever you come into my stream and you say that I'm addicted to porn, whenever you come to my stream and you say that I'm addicted to porn and I'm a pervert, and that I'm unenthusiastic and I'm negative, just remember that I am an Andromedan starseed, which means I am a very vulnerable and sensitive person. And don't forget that I am here for a greater purpose, and I can overcome my anxiety by awakening my cosmic consciousness. Okay? Add text that says, I am an Andromedan for anyone that comes in. I'll just pin that. I'll just pin that. I'm an Andromedan, if anybody needs to know. I am an Andromedan starseed. I don't have a little, like, not like it matters, but I do have, there are more alerts than the, it's hard being an alien, being a human. Don't think that's the only one in case you're apprehensive to just have that lady play, but she is fun and I like her. I'm just a sensitive little Andromedan. I'm just an Andromedan little girl. I'm just an Andromedan little girl. I'm so sensitive. And also, you don't know how old I am. Oh, what did I say in DBJ stream the other day? That 16 years ago I was 1. I have some alien videos, just to move on. We do have, like, some alien videos. Feel free to also, like, send alien videos. Just while we're live, if you want to at all send alien videos. I'm just gonna actually open Discord in case anything gets sent. But I do have, like, some more, like, actually, so, like, I do have some things that I do seriously want to look at. Not seriously, but the gist of why I wanted to do an alien stream is I'm obsessed with Gaia Onyx. Speaking of alien, who's that? Ah! Oh my god, there she is! Spacino's really good, but that's not Pacino. Oh, that's not Pacino in Grayscale. That's Lilo. That's not Grayscale Pacino. I know, it is actually such a trick. If I got Pacino in here, he would look the same as Lilo. Why do I have a little widow's peak? Oh my god. That's my hair. Why do I have a widow's peak? Add that to your list of ick libraries. Smoking salvia, widow's peak. Widow's peaks are fine, and they're fine. So I'm very fascinated with Gaia Unexplained, which I think everybody knows about, because I brought it up before.
Government has proof that 3 extraterrestrial civilizations have been mixing and matching genes to create all kinds of life forms on this planet.
We recovered one live ET, one even. He was in captivity in 1952. ETs have penetrated Pentagon. They take on appearances of high-ranking officials.
These beings are living among us. They always have been.
Little trailer for Gaia. So yeah, this shit is fucking psychotic is the only way that I can say it. It's very serious and it's very scientific. It's just it's psychotic because, I mean, you know, these people are living among us. We do actually have these alien-human hybrids that are living among us in high levels of power and influence, and they have and the government is actually splicing together alien-human genes in the Pentagon. So we're gonna learn a bit about that today. I have
Trogdoborian looked like.
So a Trogdoborian they are actually much more related to a frog race. So basically they have...
So first of all, we have Trogdoborians, and they are possibly, I suppose, one of the alien species that could actually be that could be bred with a human to create somebody else. And you know, you've ever looked at Pete Buttigieg? That's a Trogdoborian. And they're, I guess, a frog race of aliens. I do love the comment just earnestly saying, "Oh my god, I think I am one." Oh my god. Ugh. Fucking bisexual white women with boyfriends totally be thinking they're Trogdoborians. They'll look at the frog race and be like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
all those features that a frog has, much smaller than an average human, but much bigger than a typical frog.
Why he can't fucking talk? More he can't explain who the Trogdoborian is.
That appears on this planet, but they actually evolved from, well, a frog species, so they are also bipedal again. Which is kind of curious because who would assume that a frog actually finds a way to stand up and, you know...
Who would think that a frog would find a way to stand up? You know, it's really curious because you wouldn't think that a frog would be able to stand up because they're on four legs.
Take a walk, but that's actually what they do.
What does a Trogdoborian look like?
So a Trogdoborian they are actually much more related to a frog race. So basically they have all those features that a frog has, much smaller than an average human, but much bigger than a
maybe my
typical
burping
frog
was...
that appears on this planet. But they actually evolved from, well, a frog species, so they are also bipedal again, which is kind of curious because who would assume that a frog actually finds a way to stand up and, you know, take a walk? But
who would assume that a frog would be able to stand up and take a walk? Yeah, this guy just saw the "Hello my baby, hello my honey" frog, and he freaked the fuck out, and he thought it was real because he was on salvia. This is just a guy that smoked salvia while he was watching Looney Tunes, and he saw that frog get up and walk around. He was on salvia. Dude, I mean, to be fair, if I was on salvia and I read The Wind and the Willows, oh my god, I would freak the fuck out and think they are real aliens walking among us. Especially with, like, the art style. Oh my god, my it just died. Salvia hate stream? Would you prefer a salvia love stream? Listen, I love recreational drugs. Everybody knows. I think if you've been at my stream for very legitimately, if you've been at my stream for the past minute, I have physically demonstrated that I enjoy recreational drugs. What was I looking at? Well, don't. It's okay, I'm getting wine because I accidentally put the wine in the willows. I'm sorry. Bro, like, I'm seeing this, like, reading the old school ones. Yeah, reading the old school Wind in the Willows. when you're on some shit. Yeah, you're thinking they're real. Yeah, you're thinking that's a Trogdoborian race. So that's the Trogdoborian. He is actually like a frog race, and oh, is this the human remake? Yes, the human remake of The Wind of the Willows. Does anybody remember that? Is Matt Lucas is in it? Does anybody remember the human remake of The Wind and the Willows? I do kind of remember. I don't remember.
And a certain
Oh my god.
reptilian race, which
Hang on.
is a specific reptilian race, which we refer to as Zorgons, and
She's like, oh my god, you sussed me out. Is she a Zorgon?
from that, I would say I can confirm what you said about competing species. You said the Greys and a certain reptile species are in conflict. From that viewpoint, I would say that's the case.
And the Zorgon looks like what?
Dragon type, I would say.
I would say, like, what is... Also, I do like that this model that they've chosen is, like, absolutely 3D, like, 3D Sega fighting game from the early 2000s. Like, absolutely. I guess this is Tim Tactics. This is Tim the Tatman who's speaking right now. He's just making this shit up. Like, he's just making this shit up, right? Is a Zorgon a real thing? Because he's like, I would say they're like a dragon type. Oh no, Zorgon. From Zathura. Zorgon's Jumanji wiki. This is like from something. Zathura wiki. Oh my god, all these fucking ads on the fandom wiki. It is unknown what gender the Zorgons are. However, since they're in a group, it is possible that some of the members could have either been... What? It's unknown what gender the Zorgons are. However, since they are in a group, it is possible that some of the members of the group could have been either male or female. Like, it's possible. Is this a movie with Josh Hutcherson? Zathura? Is this from a book or are people actually going insane? So... this is like an actual... This is Josh Hutcherson as a baby, and that's a Zorgon. So I think these are like actual made-up creatures just that have been used in many fantasy... Ah! My lord! Fandom wiki. I don't know if... And it's so bad. Like, what the fuck was that? That was the craziest pop-up ever. From Fandom Wiki! I think these are actually from real things that have been passed around. Like real, just made-up species of things. Who is this guy? This guy? What, this guy right here? Oh, that's my buddy. That's my buddy Frank. He's awesome. I would hang out with this guy though. Like that's why that's why the esoteric nomad asks, who is this guy? I would really love believing in this stuff because like how much better I would feel if I like believed there were Zorgons walking around. If I seriously believed there was Zorgons walking around that I could be friends with. If I thought that my roommate was a Zorgon, he's pretty swole. Do you want to fuck the Zorgon? You want to fuck the Zorgon? Okay. You want to fuck the Zorgon? You're being scaly. This is a very sanitized, like, anthropomorphic Zorgon. The other ones we saw were fucked up and scary. So they really do just be making up this shit as they go along.
With a long tail.
Do they have a long tail? I mean, it's relative, but yes, and they have a snout, so...
Do they have a long tail? Yes, it's relative. They have a snout. They have a snout. They might have a snout. the Zorgon's made of his snow. He might. Yeah, he might. And so do the Zorgons have like long tails and snouts? They might. They might. They might. Depends.
These are beings that also
He looks so doofy. He's actually pretty cute. Like, this is a really cute graphic. I am very partial to this sort of like 3D, this sort of 3D modeling. I mean, my profile picture is an Argonian from Oblivion. I love this imagery going on here. And his doofy little underbite, he's so doofy. Like, I do love him, and I would give him a really big hug.
have accused to have done time modification and seem to be trying to slow down the evolution of Earth. There is a
The way, like, I mean, okay, here's the thing. I know this guy is like European or something, and English probably isn't his first language, but when he's like thinking about what to say, he's not thinking about like how to say it in English. He's thinking about, okay, what can I just say to this old bitch about the Zorgons? What can I just say to her that she's not a bitch, I'm sorry, but no, she probably is. What can I say to her to make her think the Zorgons are real? What can I the Zorgons have been involved in a time modification to slow down the Earth's evolution. Also, like, come the fuck on. Why would the Zorgons care about what Earth is doing? Like actually and legitimately? Why would the Zorgons give a fuck about what we're doing here and want to slow down? Maybe because they're like scared that we're gonna take over and we're gonna start like colonizing the Zorgon planets and the Zorgon parts of the galaxy. They just need a hobby.
specific reptilian race.
I love the little like T-Rex emoji with a reptilian race. Look how intrigued she is. Look at how intrigued she is. And she looks so sad. She's so frightened of the Zorgon. She's gonna go crazy at the full moon. She's gonna turn into a Zorgon. Like, imagine being so old and believing in this stuff. Like, it must be so terrifying. She probably thinks, like, she probably got into this stuff when she was well into her adulthood and has thought, like, her entire life is a lie and it's, like, fucked her up. This is absolutely the only expression she can make. There's the weight of some filler that is, yes, like, the weight of her filler is making her frown, of course, but...
Which we...
You see that blank?
Refer to as Zorgons, and from that I would say I can confirm what you said about competing species. You said the Greys and a certain reptile species are in conflict. From that viewpoint, I would say that's the case.
And
What? Sorry, what? So... Okay, so this video is subtitled The Zorgon Conflict and Time Manipulation. And I remember the thumbnail saying something along the lines of, are the Greys in conflict with another alien race? And it's the Zorgons. I'm not getting an actual explanation as to what the fuck they are doing, though.
A specific reptilian race, which we refer to as Zorgons, and from that, I would say I can confirm what you said about competing species. You said the Greys and a certain reptile species are in conflict. From that,
This guy knows what's up. Bring back reptilian Elvis and that reptile guy Captain Kirk fought.
Viewpoint, I would say that's the case.
Like, he just said nothing. I'm sorry, I need to listen to that again. He just said nothing, right?
Specific reptilian race, which we refer to as Zorgons, and from that I would say I can confirm what you said about competing species. You said the Greys and a certain reptile species are in conflict. From that viewpoint, I would say that's the case.
Oh, so he just said I agree. Yeah, so he just said, okay, I agree with you, the Zorgons and the Greys are fighting. That fucking set that threw me for a fucking loop. What he was like just trying to fucking say there.
By a shepherd.
This is a real UFO sighting that I've found.
we see a human-like figure gliding through the sky. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary flying object, but upon closer inspection, it reveals what appear to be arms and legs. This image leaves viewers in awe. So, what is this figure? A creature, or is there another explanation? You decide. In this footage,
Ooh. 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 Yeah, whatever, that wasn't too good. I really love this lady. So I've seen this lady multiple times on Gaia, and I mean, first of all, like, her getup is fucking absurd. So what you'll find is that there are a lot of people on Gaia who either want to be like military people, or they're claiming they were military people, or are actually like fucking insane like ex-military or ex-FBI people who are just fucking crazy and weird. This lady is one of my favorites. I don't remember her name. Just wait till you like see the front of her fit. She's got these fucking like knee-high boots
Give us a
on.
brief history of the Orion Empire.
Sure. They believe that
Like fake space general attire? Like what the hell could this possibly be? And the braids?
they've been around longer than anybody else. There's nothing to say whether that's true or not, because if you talk to each one of them, they say the same thing. So, but they did start off as an empire. They believed that whatever transpired early in their history meant that they needed to be a more solid unity that could move forward, take over places. And when they say take over, I don't know if that means colonize or whether they were
This is
just
the Orion
taking
Empire and the many
planets from
species
other
that live
species.
there.
I'm not sure what that in city control of things. So they have a lot of different ways in which they
This is the Orion
really
Empire,
talk about their
not the
empire.
Zorgons.
Their main city is Azraelia, and that's their capital.
Their main city is Azraelia. Okay, so this is so... Okay, so like real talk. Okay, so real talk. Real talk, their main city is Azraelia. Real talk, okay? Like fucking serious. Like actually like fucking seriously. Like that's actually like serious. Like that's actually like their main fucking city, okay? Yeah, you laugh now, but when the invasion hits, you'll pray the space general is around. Listen, this lady is not a space general. I wish it had Victoria Whitney, who was Chancellor of the Omicron Commonwealth. So, she has a fake title, unless that is real. That sounds made up. And she's wearing like full, just like military garb. To like up, like this woman is like I hate to say it, like she's ill. I mean, like to put it out there, like she's like sick. This is Victoria Whitney, who is the Chancellor of the Omicron Commonwealth.
Capital city, and that's where the basis of their monarchy.
She's been democratically elected as the Chancellor. She's the High Chancellor.
For lack of a better word, is the empire.
And there's many people in the Omicron Commonwealth. There's many people.
And let's also touch base for the viewers.
Would a chancellor not look like that, by the way? Do you think a chancellor would do you not think a chancellor would look like that?
The amount of species that this empire is made up of.
Well, you have to understand too, they're a trade center, an international trade center. So they're getting species from all over the cosmos coming in there. And they've worked out deals with them, and they've worked out
deals with other alien species. They have a trade confederation, you know?
Relationships with them. And so they are very much a mixed lineage. And you know, I've seen
They're a mixed what?
pictures,
A mixed Linux? What?
seen pictures, and it's very clear there are subtle differences amongst them. And
Why did you laugh at that? Hey, what's so fucking funny? Hey, Brock Lesnar, what's so fucking funny? What's so funny about that?
so they'll say, you know, if it's a true Orion, they're gonna, you know, have the longer face, and they're gonna have the more receded eye socket. You know, they have
So, we're not fucking around. We are not fucking around, okay? These are the Orions. We are not fucking around. You know, they got those tall heads. Is this like a depiction of like male and female, or a depiction of just, is this two boys? I don't know. Is just two guys? These are not, these are Orions. They got those long fingers, they got those long arms, they got a big long butt, they got a big long, what if she's like, yeah, you know, the Orions, they have their long faces, their long arms, and their big balls. They have their big long ball sack. Big long ball sack. Big butt and back. And then that guy goes, are these the blue ones I saw in Toronto? Yeah, this is exactly, I mean, like, honestly, like, considering how scary it was, this is actually what it looked like to see that guy who was, like, poisoned from colloidal silver and lived in my old neighborhood. Yes, this is exactly how scary it looked. It looks so terrifying. Like, he wasn't this shade of blue, because it's like a gray blue. It's a color that can be achieved by people. It's not like blue. He was an Orion. He wasn't poisoned. He was actually just an Orionian starseed. What if I went up to him? What if the next time I see... I say this as if this is a likely thing that can happen, but to be fair, it's happened to me once, it can happen to me again. If I come across another person who's been poisoned by colloidal silver and their skin has turned blue, I can go up to them and say, haha, you know what's actually wrong with you? So, which also would be, I'm sure they were taking colloidal silver because they are, like, paranoid and probably sick and believe things that are wrong, and have been manipulated. I'll just go up to them and I'll say, yeah, so you're not actually poisoned. You're actually just an Orion starseed, and this is your Orionian coming out. And then they're gonna be like, oh my god, you're so right. I'm gonna go back to drinking the silver. And then they'll die. Yeah, I'll just go up to them and affirm their delusions completely, and I'll mess with them, and then they'll go back to drinking the silver, and then they'll die. And I'll have blood on my hands. Probably not blood, though. These guys probably don't pump blood through their body. Yeah, that'll just send them over the edge, and they'll torpedo, and they'll start drinking the silver again. Huh. Drinking the silver. That should be like drinking the Kool-Aid, but you're drinking the silver, aren't you?
Specific colored skin. And
yeah, I'll then just be like, oh, also I'm your queen. Also I'm Queen Orion, and I've come down to Earth to you know, to slow down the Earth's development because they are currently a threat to the Orion galaxy. And I'm your queen, and I've just descended. And you're not actually poisoned. You just need to drink more silver. And also give me all your money. And I'm gonna give you a little book that I've written, and you can just go online and start talking about it. But I need to engage the time. I need to engage in the time modification to slow down the development of Earth, okay? Don't forget the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card. Those are actually your angel numbers also. Also, yeah, so the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card are also like your angel numbers. And that means you have new beginnings, and you're being reborn today. Also, vote for me for High Chancellor of the Omicron Commonwealth.
And then there's the variations after that.
What about the Lyran Wars? How did that shape the history of the Orion Empire?
Well,
like, I can't believe, like, doesn't this seem so fucking serious? Doesn't this seem so real? Like, that's what's so fucking funny about this. It's like, he just casually was like, okay, and what about the Lyran War? Like as if this is common knowledge?
The history of the Orion Empire.
Well, it displaced them.
Okay.
And they said
Okay.
they were already, space explorers at that place. So that did not stop them. But what happened was it displaced
Oh my
them
god, she's got a little name tag on and everything. That's so funny.
from their planets. And
So the Orions were displaced during the Lyran War. Jot that down.
a lot of their planets were totally obliterated. It forced them to go out.
He said, like, did you see how empathetic that was when he heard that? Did you see how much empathy just shot through his body when he heard that their planets were destroyed?
It forced them to
Holy
go
fuck. Oh shit. Oh my god, their planets were destroyed. That's
out
so bad.
into other constellations.
I'm so glad I'm not an Orion starseed, or else I'd be all like fucked up. I'd have like that trauma from when our planet was destroyed during the Lyran War and we were all displaced.
They said they got there. A lot of them had other species living on them. That was the same, the Pleiadians.
That's also what I'll use in my manipulation of the man that used to live in my neighborhood. I'll say also, like, because you're an Orion, you were displaced. That's why you're on Earth, because the Orions, they're like alien refugees. You know, they were displaced in the Lyran War. They had multiple of their planets blown up. They had to go elsewhere, and that's why you've ended up on Earth. You know, your Orion parents, they probably birthed you on Mars and then put you out here. You know,
have the same. But what happened was they're
just the two imposing figures in this video. This is a terrifying room to be in. I feel like if you put me in the middle of them, they're gonna tear my arms and legs off. You should have there should be a really small person right in the middle of them that they're getting ready to just like eat. And need her on Joe Rogan. Oh, these are like I'm so shocked that Joe Rogan hasn't had her on yet, because I've seen her in a ton of these.
Basically, because they were an empire, they had to have ownership of it. And so they talk about, not necessarily displacing the species that were there, but incorporating them into their empire. And so this began to grow rapidly, and then they spread out to other planets, and the same thing occurred over and over again. So they felt like that was their ownership then of very large sectors of the cosmos. And to this day, they still call themselves an empire, and they still talk about the fact that they own so much of the cosmos.
You mentioned
They still talk about it to this day. They're still talking about it. Yeah, no. If you meet, yeah, no. I mean, if you meet an Orion, yeah, no. They're still talking about when they were an empire. They can't get over it. They can't get over when they were an empire. They're just. I kind of hate Orions now, though. They got their asses kicked, and they're still like reminiscing about when they fucking owned multiple planets. Bitch. Space Afrikaners. Yeah, I hate the Orions though. What little bitches. Oh, we used to own so many planets, but like I just know the Orions are absolute pieces of shit. I mean, look at these guys. These are like the bad aliens, aren't they? These are the evil aliens. These are like the American aliens, like actually. These are the Yank aliens.
An empire. It's the foundation for their empire. It's very large. It's very progressive. It's inhabited by many, many different species, not just Orions, but they have a large reptoid population there.
There's a large reptoid population in Israelia. And did you want to hear that? Did you want to hear how the guy responded real quick?
Reptoid population there. It's inhabited by many, many different species, not just Orions, but they have a large reptoid population there.
Yes, of course they do. Oh, yeah, They have a large reptoid population in Israelia, the Orion capital. A large reptoid, huh? Large reptoid population.
Just about.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, he might as well have gone, duh. That would have been so funny. They actually have a large reptoid population in Israelia. Oh, yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. Idiot. That's what I would be doing if I was the interviewer. I just be going, yeah, no fucking shit, the Orions are blue. Yeah, we know. Yeah, Orion means blue in their fucking language. Yeah, duh. You really should be calling them reptoids anymore.
But anybody, I guess, comes through there, and that's because they have
Well, reptoid is the catch-all for any sort of reptilian race. Like, for example, the Zorgons are a reptoid species, you know?
this international trade center that's located in Israelia. The city, they say, is very progressive. There again, it's a regenerative type city, just like it was in the Pleiadians.
Of course.
It's run by the AI.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh my god, what a fucking way to have that be the last sentence. Hard cut. It's, of course, it's run by the AI. No shit, it's run by the AI. Yeah. Well, it's run by the AI, of course. Of course, it's the AI. Fuck. That's now available Gaia Cosmic Disclosure. Look at this. This is intergalactic history. Humans must wake up to its existence. Unplug yourselves from dull, black and white, narrow-minded worlds and see the truth as it is. From Lionheart, Zimbabwe. There are 3 things in the world you can never hide. The sun, the moon, and the truth. Just give it time. She speaks the truth. The Orion Empire is one of the galactic civilizations of our universe. All those ridiculing her in the comments, your actions just show your lower level of consciousness and not being able to understand the truth that has been kept from us for so long. Can you bring one of them with you to the next interview? Please, 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 we want an Orion on here. Please, please, please. Oh. Please, 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 can I have the window on my own, please? Yeah, also, you can hide the sun, though. The moon does it all the time. Dude, fucking crushed with facts and logic. Absolutely destroyed her with facts and fucking logic. You absolutely destroyed, Princey de Jorvor. Fuck you, Jorvor.
Progressive. There again, it's a regenerative type city, just like it was in the Pleiadians. It's run by the AI.
It's run by the AI, and it's a regenerative city, just like it was with the Palladians. Like, I just love that I am being made to feel like a fucking idiot. That this lady knows exactly what she's doing, and she wants everybody watching to feel like a fucking idiot, because there she is, and she's the chancellor of her made-up space organization, with her fucking military outfit on, shoulder pads and everything. And with her fucking braids, and she just wants us to feel like we're morons for not being aware that these are real. Yes, this actually seems like the also best job in the world, and also I believe all women. So yes, everything she's saying is real, because I do believe all women. No, this seems like the greatest job ever to have. To give yourself a fake, a fake space job. And go around talking about space and pretending it's, made up space? So this is a really good one. So, this is...
It was able to...
This is really serious, by the way. This is actually really serious. And this is a really scary thing that happened. This is a classified story from Area 51. It's the escape of a quataloid. Listen to this.
It was able to open a underground vault door. I don't know that they ever figured out how it opened it. And then it...
So right off the bat, I don't know how they opened it. It was able to get out, and I don't know how they opened it. I don't know.
It had to navigate a smaller tunnel system to get up to the surface. Now, this thing was about 6 foot tall. It had a large body mass.
And this is the artist's depiction of The Quaidaloid. He is, I'll just let him briefly describe he will describe the Quaidaloid for anybody who might be watching in a different tab doing work and just lurking. This is what the Quaidaloid looks like.
Wasn't heavy, but it was just structured larger. I had this cape on the back. So
okay, so that's all he says. I need to describe what a Quaidaloid looks like to you. A Quaidaloid I suppose large. It looks small in the image. It's got a Hey Arnold kind of head. Like imagine Hey Arnold but with an alien face. That's the best way I could describe it. He's got little shoulder pads. He's got a tiny little like rogue cape. He's got short arms with 3 long fingers like E.T. He's got a butt that is in the front. He's got a front butt and his knees are backwards. And he's got pockets in his front butt. He's got little cup holders in his front butt. And he's very snatched and he's got a very small waist. And he's also smiling. He's also like very happy. He's also got a really cute little like elfish so he has like the nose and mouth of Jim Carrey's Grinch, but he's got a little grin on his face, which I would be happy too if I escaped.
it wasn't probably easy for it to maneuver, but somehow it did. It got up to the surface.
Somehow. It just did.
And it just took off.
It just took off. So this is the classified story from Area 51, the escape of a Quaidaloid. 30 seconds in, we've been told it somehow just got out. It looks crazy. We don't know how it did it, and it just took off.
Does it run like a bipedal, like on a couple legs, or how?
It runs bipedal on 2 legs.
He just made that up. He had to remember. He had to remember what they looked like in his head. Yes, yeah, it's bipedal. Yeah, those are bipedal. He had to actually like go in that certain part of his brain where he's remembered all his different type of breeds of fake aliens. You know, like how kids who love Pokemon basically have like a section of their brain that's dedicated to memorizing every Pokemon. He has that little Rolodex in his head, but for all these aliens, and he has to just go through and remember what the Quaidaloid looks like.
Legs, yeah. And it was able to escape. And
it was able to escape.
Escape. And it was able to escape.
Escape.
And the alarm system that they had inside the containment facility was shut off. Now,
okay,
I don't know that it shut it off or how it happened, but
also the alarm didn't go off. Don't know how that happened either. Yes, he wants us to think this is an inside job and somebody let out the Quaidaloid.
They had alarm, but it didn't activate. So this thing was out in the open for some time period.
How long was it out there before they even knew it had escaped?
They had to do checks every, I believe, 2 hours. And I think it is approximate 2 hours. And
why would they check it? Why wouldn't they just have somebody there the whole fucking time? So nobody was there and they would check up on the Quaidaloid every 2 hours? Hello? Have a guy there all the fucking time. Like, what is it? This is like the fucking, like, Jeffrey Epstein, the guards actually fell asleep. Like, what do you mean nobody was there? It's the Quaidaloid. Somebody should be right outside of the room with him. Oh my god, yeah, that's the Doge Cuts, yeah. That's the Doge Cuts. Yeah. That needs to be a story. Why isn't that a fucking story? The Doge Cuts caused the Quaidaloid to get out. I should get someone on Fiverr to read that for me and try to post it and pass it off like it's a real thing. Breaking news: Doge Cuts have let the Quaidaloid get out.
when the people that
who letting the Quaidaloid out tonight? Who letting the Quaidaloid escape tonight? Who letting the Quaidaloid out?
were in control of the containment facility found that it wasn't in its containment area, they set the alarm off that, hey, this thing is not here. So they went
This
down.
fucking thing. Don't call it a thing. It's a Quaidaloid. Hey, don't call it a thing.
Under and they couldn't find it, and they realized it had escaped. So now
He said it again. He said escaped.
the alarm off. Now, from that point, there was two people in a Jeep traveling from one location, Groom Lake, into another area. And there was a
Groom Lake? Is that where the Democrats are from?
Gate 3. It used to be called Gate 3. It's different gate now. But they're in a Jeep. They're a CJ7 Jeep. Gene Laskowski.
Why did that make him smile?
Was the driver, and the passenger was an OSI agent, a counterintelligence officer for the base. It wasn't me, okay? Everybody.
No, you can tell us, Rick.
When I tell the story, I have to clarify this. It was not me, but I knew who it was. I'd worked with him. Anyways,
when I get really drunk, I like to get wings and wet my fingers on my Quaitaloid, and he screams loud as fuck. I like getting my Quaitaloid messy with sauce. I like getting garlic parm all over my Quaitaloid, and then he stinks and he gets really anxious, and then he doesn't like to go out later. I like forcing my Quaitaloid to come with me to bars, and the whole time I just like make him approach women and then like deliberately humiliate him. Yeah, like a Quaitaloid would be a really good just like guy you have around to humiliate. Not saying that's a normal thing to have, but he really would be just a guy that have around that you humiliate him. You like tell him that like, I don't know, maybe you have plans to go out and he's supposed to meet you at your job. You're like, you close at 9 and he's gonna meet you there. And he walks into your job and then you just like, you say like, no, come in. You're like, there's a place to sit down. You can come in. He's like, we're gonna go. I was like, no, come in. We gotta close up. And then he comes in and he has to like sit in front of your coworker who's like a really pretty girl. And the whole time he just watches you kiss her. You invite your friend to come in to watch you kiss your coworker. I mean, we've all done it. We've all said, "Hey man, come in." And then we cucking the Quaitaloid. Yeah, we're cucking the Quaitaloid tonight. Also, all of you are spelling it wrong. It's like Quataloid, but it's pronounced Quaitaloid. And not like it matters. I'm sorry. We making the Quaitaloid watch tonight. There's gonna be like a swinger there's gonna be like a swinger account, and they're gonna be like, our relationship has really improved since we've introduced the Quaitaloid. Essentially, the Quaitaloid is an alien cuck that can't say no. He sits there in the room and you can just make him watch, and it really embarrasses him. And he doesn't have to get involved, and he does not get involved either. But if you want to cuck someone and you don't really have someone around, you can just go to the Quaitaloid. Yeah, I want to beat the shit out of this guy. Yeah, like this guy's a really good like nerd, isn't he? Yeah, like I do just want to like have my parents over and like not tell him they're coming over, and then we like invite him to have dinner with us, and I'll just tell my parents, I'll just like ask him very personal questions about his life, and then my parents here. I'll just be like, dude, remember when your ex-girlfriend fucking left you for like this guy who's like, he was like 50 and he was like fucking like he worked at like fucking Amazon, and like he like fucking, and he was like crazy, and she's like paid for everything for him. Like remember when she bought him like a Nintendo Switch? Quaitaloid's just like, yeah, remember, yeah, man. Pulls a dumb little cape over his head. Fuck you. Tug on his little ears. Ah.
At that time, the Nellis Test and Training Range had a civilian security company called Whack and Hot that guarded the perimeter of the base. They also guarded the entry control points. The Quaitaloid is the type of guy that you bring to like a self-serve cafe, but you don't tell him what the rules are,
and you go to the bathroom, and so then he like starts bringing things, he starts like going to the counter to like order things, and they go, sir, you have to pick things up yourself from the counter. And he goes to the counter and he goes to pick things up with his hands first, and they go, no, 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 use the tongs. And then he goes to use the tongs, and then he just goes to pick them up, put it in his hands, and they go, no, 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 get a tray. So then he gets a tray and he gets the tongs. He picks up a donut, puts it on the tray. He's like looking over. And then he wants like something small, and he starts like fucking around with it, with the tongs. He can't pick it up, and he's like fucking around with it, and he's dropping it. And they're like, just use the little sheets that are provided, the little wax paper square. He finally gets it all right and brings it up to the counter. But then he puts the tongs back, and they say, sir, you have to bring the tongs back so we can wash them. And so then he has to go back and get the tongs and bring them back to the counter. And then you come out of the bathroom, and he's like so embarrassed because he didn't see that there's like really tiny little signs that say what you're supposed to do, but it's like not really like that. You wouldn't assume if you're like there for the first time. You really would not assume.
An area of the base was guarded by Air Force security police, both there and at Tonopah. But this particular gate was housed a whacking hot security guard. Now, when
dude, a whacking hot security guard, yeah, I'd like that.
The Jeep with Laskowski and the OSI came out, originally they saw the guard there, and the guard had to prove their pass to get into this other area. And they were in the other area for several hours, and they come back to go back to Groom Lake, and they come up to the gate. At this point, they look over and they don't see the guard.
Uh-oh.
Guard's missing.
Uh-oh.
And so they're looking and looking, and the OS agent sees this.
The OS agent.
Splatter mark on the gate, the glass of the gate. So he gets out. Now, at this point, Lakowski has a handgun. He's chief of security.
Right.
He's gonna shoot the fucking Quaitaloid? No, he's gonna shoot himself because the Quaitaloid got out.
The OSI agent has a handgun, and back in those days, we carried 45s, modified 45s. They were specially made for OSI
modified 45s.
agents. So this OSI agent walks up and doesn't see the guard, but as he goes in the gate, he sees what's left of a human remains.
Mm-hmm.
And
no way. The Quaitaloid kills did the Quaitaloid kill somebody, and he's only fucking been out for like 2 seconds?
And so he realizes something.
And he's already killed someone?
Happened. So he runs back. He gets on his radio, and he had a portable radio.
Right.
And I remember what they were, MX500s, Motorola's. Mm-hmm. And he immediately notified.
Motorola, yeah, Motorola.
And he immediately notified his people. Mm-hmm. And he immediately notified. I remember what they were, MX500s, Motorola's. Mm-hmm. And
Motorola. Why did he love that? I do think it's funny that it seems like they are. It seems like they are being nostalgic. Also, yeah, leave the Quaitaloid alone. He just fucking killed a guy, and also you don't know how he got out of the vault and the alarm didn't go off. Don't fuck with him. Let him out.
And he immediately notified his people. The OS agent tells Gene, "Hey, Gene, this guy just got massacred. Something hit him or something destroyed him." And so Gene has a radio telephone in his Jeep, and he calls his command. Now, and Gene calls and said, "We need to get help out here." And OSI just said the same thing.
Like, he just fucking massacred a guy.
And so they're looking around. The OSI
he splayed him out into a blood eagle. The Quaitaloid got out and splayed a guy out into a blood eagle, and you want to get him?
There's a culvert with
there's a Culver's. There's a Culver's nearby, and we see the Quaitaloid in there eating a Butterburger and fried cheese curds, and he has a little plushie of the cheese curd mascot, whose name I forget, but he's the little cheese curd with the glasses and the legs. He's the curd nerd. I think his name might be the curd nerd.
Canal that runs up across the road from the gate, and it's for irrigation or something, I'm not sure. So the OS agent goes down there to look and see if
his ears are half the size of his head. I don't know if you just clued in. I don't know if you just noticed that his ears are quite legitimately half the size of his head.
This thing was down there. And lo and behold, you see
Oh my god. Well, this is a different looking Quaterloid. See, they use AI to fucking generate all this shit now, so none of it's like consistent.
it's up across the road from the gate, and it's for irrigation or something, I'm not sure. So the OS agent goes down there to look and see if this thing was down there. And lo and behold, he sees it.
He saw the fucking Quaterloid. And he's not smiling anymore. And he doesn't have a front butt. He switched his butt back around. Quaterloid means business. He switches butt back around. And his face is less like Hey Arnold-y than before. You don't want to fuck the Quaterloid. This is another just like war one. I don't know if we'll get around to both of these. I guess, how long have I been streaming? Okay. So I want to watch stuff that like people have sent in, and I do have a couple more things. But I got a couple more Gaia videos that I really enjoy, such as this one, because this one has some crazy shit in it.
Gray-colored species.
We don't need to watch this whole video.
Who were involved with those crash events. They're referred to as extraterrestrial biological entities, or EBINs. These incidents, while initially made public...
EBIN, by the way. EBINs. I found about EBINs very recently, and that's my favorite thing to say. I like saying, I'm a EBIN.
Underwent...
I don't even care.
Extreme measures from government and military officials to then cover them up. Between captured ET technologies and direct contacts with extraterrestrial biological entities, government documents exist that reveal the involvement.
Okay, so these are government documents that exist. I need to fucking read these to you. This is the only reason to watch this video. So this is official government documents that exist. Let me read this to you. Serpo was estimated to be about 3 billion years old. Two suns are about 5 billion years old, but only by estimation. The EBIN civilization was estimated to be about 10,000 years old. For people who are, again, watching this maybe on a different tab or lurking, this is an Arial font on a Google Doc. They evolved from another planet, not on Serpo. The original home planet of the EBINs was threatened with extreme volcanic activity. The EBINs had to relocate to Serpo in order to protect their civilization, and this occurred some 5,000 years ago. The EBINs had a great interplanetary battle with another race about 3,000 years ago, which I guess we have determined with the Zorgons. The EBINs lost many thousands in their battle. The EBINs completely eliminated all of their enemies. The EBINs have never fought another war since, and the EBINs have been space travelers for the past 2,000 years, and the EBINs first visited Earth about 2,000 years ago. I love whatever the fuck font choice this government document has gone for. It's legitimately just fucking Arial. This is actually a very basic Arial font in this official government document about aliens.
Involvement of EBINs within secret undisclosed programs.
So we have, this actually has a little bit of info on, this actually has a little bit of info on Quaterloids. So there's Transiloids, which is a praying mantis type creature. The Quaterloids, which is spelt differently, but like Quaida, lizard-like reptilians created by the EBINs. And then there's Greys, which are kind of like, we all know them. And Nordics, a variety of human-looking blonde hair, blue eyes creature. No fucking way. So Nordics are aliens. So Swedish people not know where they came from, but these creatures could be hostile. So this is, according to this official government document, any person with blonde hair and blue eyes who looks human can be a Nordic alien. Sorry, Swedes. Sorry, guys. Sorry, people from Norway. Sorry, Danish people. You're fucked. You're fucked. And you're aliens.
What is our relationship with the EBINs? And what do we know about their involvement with...
I mean, this is just the most classic, like, lovely little alien. I love this.
...humankind.
Oh, he's fucking naked! EBIN nude! EBIN nude!
In 1947, there was a crash in New Mexico.
This fucking guy
near
again.
Roswell. Involved 2 ET crafts. One crashed near Corona, New Mexico. A debris field was south of that, closer to Roswell.
He's got his little e-bussy
Second
out.
craft crashed in horse
He's got his
face.
little e-penis out. He's got his little e-penis. Oh, put your e-penis. Eben. My Eben's little e-penis in his e-butthole. My Eben's got a little e-penis. Don't make that noise again.
So way out west of Magdalena, New Mexico, in the mountains, very remote area. Wasn't found until 1949. The 1947 crash was found by a rancher and an archaeological team. The
This is
archaeological
found by a rancher. He sounds fucking drunk. It sounds by a rancher and an archaeological
team found the actual craft with the one live ET, which we later called EBA-1, and the dead ETs.
who we called Eba Longoria.
The debris field south of there was found by another man, and that debris field was considered the antenna section of the Eben craft. The craft was transported eventually onto Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and onto Area 51. The ET was transported to Kirtland Field in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then later to Los Alamos, because Los Alamos was the only place that had a very secure facade up.
So they fucking found the Edens, they transport them around. Okay, get to it.
Saying that I had other contacts who have been involved in that incident.
So that's real footage of the Eben craft. That's real footage of the Eben crap, by the way.
The same biological entities were in both.
And there's real pictures of the Ebens that were found.
Race.
Look, the one's dead.
Is it possible that the Ebens have been visiting Earth prior to that? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm only telling you what I know and what I had access to.
He had access to this. Because he was there. Okay, now this is where it gets fucking crazy.
One of the most respected science journalists, Linda Moulton Howe.
One of the most respected science journalists who does guest spots on Gaia. This is where they show another documentary. I mean, not documentary, document.
On that day on April 9th, 1983, I did
And she looks like an Eben. I hate to say it. She looks like an Eben.
not have the experience
You look like
that
an Eben.
I would have 20-some
I hate
years
to say it. I hate to tell you.
And those words, extraterrestrial biological entity, would end up in one
It's
of
the same
most
woman from
important-
before. It's the same woman from before. They have like 5 people who do all this. Yes. There is like the same 5 people in Gaia, because obviously no one fucking does this.
Complete documents of all time called the Psalm 101 Training Manual.
So this is top secret / magic eyes only. This is Psalm 101, and it contains compartmentalized information essential to the national security of the United States.
That training manual breaks down extraterrestrial.
Okay. This has like some very insane shit in it. And I'm gonna read it to you. The first sentence is fucking nuts. This is describing how an Eben looks. These entities are humanoid and might... And I'm gonna even censor this.
Terrestrial.
I'm gonna censor this, but I'm saying what they're saying here. These entities are humanoid and might be mistaken for human beings of the Asian race if seen from a distance. And I censored the outdated slur that they say. Fucking crazy. And I saw this, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. That they say from far enough away, the Eben can look like an Asian guy? That's fucking crazy. And then they go on to say they're bipedal, 5 to 5'4" in height and weigh 80 to 100 pounds. They're similar to humans, although the cranium is somewhat more rounded. The skin is a pale, chalky yellow in color, thick and pebbled in appearance. The eyes are small, wide-set, almond-shaped, brownish-black irises with very large pupils. The whites of the eye, like that of humans, have a pale gray cast. The ears are small and low on the skull. The nose is thin and long, and the mouth is wide, like humans, and nearly lipless. There's no facial hair and body hair, that being very fine and confined to the underarm and back area. I just said back. There was no apparent facial hair, but they have hair on their fucking balls. But the Ebons have a bush. But the Ebons got bush. They got E-bush. The Ebons have no body hair except for big bush and a back hair. Imagine you saw a little alien guy from a distance and he was nude and he had a big bush. He had bush.
Biological entities into two types.
And then there's another kind that are bipedal, 3 feet 5 inches, and the head's much larger. And they look more alien.
A government document.
This is clearly a government document. I mean, genuinely the most convincing thing saying this is a government document is how racist it is right at the top.
Printed in 1954 on a government printing press at Kirtland Air Force Base. That was tracked down by Bob Wood, who was an aerospace engineer.
Bob Wood. That's kind of like the most of this, like, because this is more just like, this is Bob Wood.
Replicated it.
The Psalm 101 is a legitimate.
About a year after
Sorry, this is Robert McDonald. No, this is Bob Wood. This is Rob Wood. This is Rob M. Wood.
McDonald Douglas.
Dude, Rob M. Wood? What are you gonna do? Fucking put on a little green outfit and shoot a bow and arrow and steal from people?
Stan Friedman called me up and he said, you know, Bob, he said,
Rob M. Wood.
I got facts of a document that seems pretty interesting.
What? You got a big boner in the morning?
He said, it's a special operations manual. And
Rob M. Wood, what do you have, a fucking huge
said,
boner right now?
So I went to Washington where Don Berliner had the special operations manual and
made
high quality photographs of it and then replicated it. Terrestrial entity.
Like, everybody's just on board that this is a real thing. Oh, this is like the full thing. They're bipedal. They just show this again. Like, any fuck freak could just write this. And they know that. They know that, obviously. Any fuck freak could say, the Eben is snatched. The body is very thin and without apparent body fat, but the muscles are well developed. Anybody can say that the Eben's fucking small and sexy and snatched. Anybody can say that the Eben's really muscular and has really fucking big muscles. And he's really strong, protects you. Anybody can say that. Anybody can say my Eben... My Eben's got a big bush and is so strong and protects me and nurtures me. Yep. Yeah, I got Eben boyfriend and he's 5'5", and which is not a bad thing. That's very, very tall and normal, and there's not a bad thing. I'm not that kind of person. He's 5'5", and that's not part of the joke. That's not part of the joke. He's 5'5", and he has gray, chalky skin and a massive head, and he's got no body fat and big muscles, and he's got a big bush and a big head. This is one that I haven't seen, but the title is like insane. This is Telepathy, the Unspoken Gift of Autism.
Autistic kids that don't have control, the nonverbal autistic kids that don't have control over their body, they appear as if they can't understand. But the truth is that their understanding is well beyond ours.
Are they telepathic as well?
Come on! Droopy dog. This is the droopy dog. What the fuck? This guy? What the fuck? Like what the fuck is this guy gonna know? He melted. Welcome back to the fucking... It's playing her every time. There's multiple alerts that are supposed to trigger randomly. Welcome back to the Funky Man Logan, and thanks for 53 months. There's multiple. There's supposed to be like a little alien going, there's supposed to be that. There's supposed to be an alien skateboarding in Tony Hawk. Whatever. This guy looks fucking bad. This guy looks crazy. He does look melted in the sun. He looks like, because his hair is so dark and his mustache is so dark, he looks like he has been left out on the windowsill, and his face is and his hair is charred and his face is melted. I believe every word he says. He knows so much about aliens.
Well, they are, especially the ones, the very specific.
Especially. Escape, especially.
They are, especially.
What? How are you saying? How are you saying that?
The ones, the very specifically those non-speaking or non-verbal, they are telepathic, and all of it has recently come out into the mainstream. And with that,
oh my god, show a weird autistic boy mom this video, and she will fall to her knees and she'll fucking cry. This is like so manipulative for like that's not. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Logan. That's you know what it's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh my god, hang on. Why are my alerts being weird? It's not supposed to keep showing her. That's supposed to be something crazy. Hang on. That's supposed to be something, like, crazy. Okay, when a subscription is a gift, I think. I know what you want. I know what you want. I could test it to show it. I like it being a surprise, though. You got a bad feeling you know the video? Yeah, what alien themed video has just been, like, randomly. Like, these are just supposed to trigger randomly. I don't know why it's doing hard being an alien, being a human for all of them. It's not even the first one I put. And it's also the longest one. It's also the longest one. What was that janky alien game that came out like a year ago or so that the death scene looked like the aliens were sucking you off? Thank you for the gifted sub, Logan. That's what's supposed to show up.
The understanding that all along they've been able to know not only what's going on with their mom and dad, but everyone else around them.
Where does this gift come from?
This gift primarily comes because they are actually out of their bodies.
I thought he was going to say they're actually aliens. He wanted to say it. You saw his lips go there. You actually saw his lips go there.
It really comes because they are actually out of their...
He wanted to say aliens. He wanted to say that nonverbal autistic kids are aliens. He wanted to say that's so fucking bad. He went out of their bodies. He wanted to say that so bad. This is actually like the craziest shit to show. Like I said, this is the craziest shit to show like one of those like autism boy moms who are like completely fucking insane about like their child. You know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? Like chances are you know one. I know one that like their sons are autistic and like low functioning and they're just completely fucking insane and they like non-stop post their fucking kid on social media like having meltdowns. Like they will fucking just every day be posting a video of like their child having a meltdown and they think that's like normal and you can just do that. Show them this video and they will, I mean, don't show them because they would actually believe it. They would be like, oh my God, yes, that's why he's like that because he's actually an alien. Starseed.
Bodies. They're out of their body, and just like others that have had near-death experiences or psychedelic experiences, when you're out of your body, as soon as you get out of your body,
Look at this guy. Wait, look at this guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's completely melting. He's locked the fuck in. He's got the XQC posture. He looks like a miniature. He looks like a miniature, doesn't he? He looks like a little miniature that I'd have on a table. Like the way that he is, the way that he is like leaned forward, where he's like sat up straight, like except for up here. He's leaned forward in a way that it's like he structurally, to create a little like figure of a person. It's like to add character, to be like a dynamic pose that isn't like stiff, but he's like, it's such a, you know what I mean? It's such a structural lean. He's got that Fent lane going on.
you have the ability to know what's going on with the doctor.
Limited
how's he
edition
feeling,
melting ableist
what's going on
figure.
in the waiting room. You know,
limited edition geriatric melting ableist waxwork figure of a man.
and what are the people thinking and feeling there?
The medical community, however, doesn't grasp this at all, do they?
Why doesn't the medical community, like, he said that as if he's so mad about it. He's like, I can't believe they wouldn't understand this. I can't believe that doctors also don't think that nonverbal autistic children are alien creatures who are telepathic. I can't believe that.
Feeling there.
The medical community, however, doesn't grasp this at all, do they?
Well, it's beyond not grasping it. It is
not real.
Actually suppressed. If you're a medical doctor or somebody who holds a license, you could find yourself with your ticket punched. And they actually have done it.
That's interesting. Now, telepathy.
Yeah, they're suppressing people who had these beliefs that nonverbal children are actually just telepathic otherworldly beings, and they've actually had their medical licenses removed from it, which is actually really sad, and they don't deserve that. Yeah, thanks socialists.
Is rooted in the
thanks Marxism. Thanks.
Nervous system, isn't it?
It is rooted in the nervous system. So we interpret everything through our nervous system. You know, our vision, our hearing, our smell, touch, taste,
our
all
empathy,
of it.
everything.
Everything comes through your nervous system. The nervous system is how we transmit and we receive. Now, the communication is really a quantum communication in telepathy. We don't even have the instruments to measure the...
Like, I do think it's funny that even his, like, idea of telepathy, I don't think quite literally is, like, no, actually, these people are insane, so they do think it is probably quite literally, like, they are talking with their brains, when it's like, yeah, you can, like, kind of not... Yeah, like, if you sit in a room with somebody you're close with, and you're like, let's just not talk. Everybody, that's, like, just a thing people can do, that there's, like, subtextual communication with human beings, and you don't have, and sometimes you can just not talk and you can understand a gesture or a little eye movement. Yeah, that's a thing. That's just a thing. And that's not telepathy. Telepathy. That's not, you know what I mean? Like if you have somebody that you really are on the same, like, wavelength, brain, like, you know, as you can go, like, and they'll know what you mean. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's called body language, buddy. It's called body language. You can go, and they'll know what you mean. I've done acting exercises where it's like, show that you're in love with just your eyes, and then you gotta go like, oh, the light. Well, I would do it better because I would get the, I was the best in school. But you know what I mean? It's not fucking telepathy, it's fucking body language. That's what people do. I look like Death from the Seventh Seal. Thank you, that's what I've been trying to fucking think of. I've been trying to think of I look like I'm from the Seventh Seal this whole goddamn time.
The actual packet of information that goes, but we know that it's actually happening.
Yeah, when dude, fucking Mr. Bean does telepathy. Like, you know what I fucking, like, yeah, Mr. Bean doesn't, Mr. Bean's nonverbal. Are you gonna say that he's telepathic too? Yeah, well, Mr. Bean's telepathic, alright. He's, tell him, pathetic. Tell him he's pathetic, because he's Mr. Bean. Yeah, he does talk sometimes. He goes, Bean, Sabine. Bean, Sabine. I've never shown this clip, and I've talked about it a billion times. And this is Alien Night, but I think Mr. Bean counts. This is when Mr. Bean bangs a slut. I'm kidding, they don't bang. And she's love, and she's.
Tu vas loin? Oui, 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 oui. Elle est belle, hein? Oui, oui.
Wait, what the fuck? Why was that so sad? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, why was that so sad? Did you see him just like try to speak and he can't communicate?
Et c'est moi que t'as voulu sauver tout à l'heure. Oui. Oui.
Also, that's the noise that the Dramoras make. They go, ooh. Right? Because I keep making that noise in my Oblivion streams. I go, ooh. So he's doing a... Bro, Mr. Bean does a Dramora sound.
Tu vas loin? Oui, 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 oui. Elle est belle, hein? Oui, oui.
It's the same car. It's the same car he has.
Dunlop. Oui. Je vais à Cannes.
He's so fucking scary.
Cannes. 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 Allez, monte. Oh, ay, gracias.
He says the wrong language. This was like one of the first movies I ever saw in theaters. Mr. Bean's Holiday. And he's emotional because he's in his own car. But when do they go Bean Sabine? He's just in the car with a pretty girl going, like, what the fuck? Why is he?
Oui. 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 Ous, ous.
And he's like being offensive. When does Bean Sabine happen? This is Bean Sabine.
Moi, c'est Sabine. Moi, Sabine. Et toi?
Bean.
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 Bean, Sabine.
Bean. Sabine. Bean. Sabine. Bean. Sabine. Bean. Sabine. Bean. Sabine. 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 What?
And then he just starts going, like, then he starts fucking, then he starts ebening. Then he evens out. He goes, he evens out after. But that's Bean Sabine. That's all I need to show you of Bean Sabine. I had this, some people might have seen this video. It's really good. It's really good.
I worked with a medical intuitive, and she said every time she sees someone with Lyme, It's an intergalactic substance, and it's literally bringing in codes from the beginning of time.
Yes.
I know.
I believe this. This gives me chills down my entire body.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in those exact words before, but I'm often trying to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Lime is a gift.
Yes, yes.
It is not for the faint of heart.
No.
And it is for the most deeply spiritual people
Yes.
on the planet.
Yes.
So, I don't think she blinks that entire video.
I worked with a medical intuitive, and she said every time she sees...
Oh, she blinks at the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, they're talking about Lyme disease. Also, they're talking about chronic Lyme disease.
someone with Lyme, it's an intergalactic substance, and it's literally bringing in codes from the beginning of time.
Yes.
I know.
I believe this. This gives me...
Yes, I believe this. I believe this. Well, yes, disease, because it's a disease, because it's a gift. Yes, I believe this.
Yes.
I know.
I believe this.
I believe this. She talk like that. I believe this. Why do you talk like that?
Gives me chills down my entire body.
Yeah.
Chills down my entire body. Chills.
I believe it.
Yeah. She's like, yes. Like somebody's like, I fucking wish. I absolutely wish I had this brain. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would probably be so much happier if I had this fucking brain. Like, listen, like, just watch this again.
I worked with a medical intuitive, and she said every time she sees...
Medical intuitive. First of all, medical intuitive. I wish I was this, actually. I do genuinely wish I was this stupid. I do. Like, because this is just coping. Like, this is just coping on levels that we have never coped before. This is just coping. And they just believe everything. So first of all, exactly, ignorance is bliss. She's worked with a medical intuitive. God knows what that is. That's just a friend. That's just like a guy. That's just a guy that she met online and they went out to dinner, and he's like, yeah, I'm actually medical intuitive. And she's believed every word he said. And he said,
someone with Lyme, it's an intergalactic substance, and it's literally bringing in codes from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So Lyme disease is an intergalactic substance that's bringing in codes from the beginning of time. And she hears that and immediately is just like,
yes.
I know.
I believe this. This gives me chills down my entire body.
There is not a split fucking second of going, what? What? No, it's a disease. What? No, it's a disease. It's not bringing in codes. What? It's a disease. There is not a split second of that feeling. Just, yep, I'm in. Count me in. That's the first time she's ever heard that, and she's immediately on board. Like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in those exact words before, but I'm often trying to say the exact...
And I mean, that is Starseed shit, legit. Starseed shit. Like, do you know how much I wish I could just hear somebody be like, your anxiety is actually because you're not even a person to begin with. You're actually an Andromedan, and you're from the planet Andromeda, and so you actually don't fit in with humans at all, and that's why you feel nervous and seems like you don't get them. And I just go, yes, oh my god, yes, that's what it is, yes. I fucking wish I could do that so bad, but I go, no. It's chemicals in my brain.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
Lyme is a gift.
Yes, yes.
It is not...
Lyme is a gift. It's a gift. Lyme is a gift. Me when I'm helping out my friend who is making guac for the table. Me when I'm helping my friend who's making me and my friend's guacamole. The Lyme is a gift. And they go, "Ooh, I didn't know I had a lime." Me to my friend who's making a mojito for me. Me at the lemon tree farm. They won't want limes because it's a lemon tree. Makes so much sense that most aliens are green too. Oh. Because they all have Lyme disease. What's an alien's favorite disease? I'm gonna start telling that joke to kids. I'm gonna start telling that joke to kids and act like it's really funny, and so then they say it to more people. I'm gonna say, hey, I got a joke for you. Got a joke for you, little nephew Johnny. What's an alien's favorite disease?
I don't know.
Lyme. You get it, buddy? 'Cause they're green. Now you go tell that to your dad. He's gonna love it. You go tell that to your teacher.
For the faint of heart.
No.
And it is for the most deeply spiritual people on the planet.
Yes.
I love it. I just love the framing of it's like it is a gift and you are bestowed Lyme disease if you are tapped the fuck in. If you are locked in, the universe bestows Lyme disease on you. Does this have anything to do with RFK saying Lyme disease is a military bioweapon? Listen, there's lots of theories out there. All right, and I'm not going to compare the theories. There's theories out there that Lyme disease is a gift from the cosmos to what did they fucking say about the there is some say that Lyme disease is an intergalactic substance that's bringing in codes from the beginning of time, and there are some people that say Lyme disease is a military bioweapon. Okay, so I'm not gonna dispute anything. I'm not gonna sit here and compare everybody's different theories because I think that we're all open-minded and we should believe what we want to believe. Okay, so I'm not gonna entertain that. There is no invalid Lyme disease theory.
Much shifting and changing.
This is the same girl.
Pleiadians, what is your message for our listeners during this time? Well, there's so much shifting and changing. What would your message be to us?
One of the first psychics that I saw, I could see that she was seeing. You definitely have it, for sure.
Yeah, people tell me that. They're like, oh my God, you're penetrating my soul. And it's not for everybody.
Even just the eye contact is so refreshing.
I love being visual, but it's...
I love being visual. This is catastrophic to your mental health. This is shit that actually makes you mentally ill. Like, I mean, everybody, like, the actual genuine sad thing is, everybody who is in on this shit is mentally ill. Like, absolutely everybody. Honestly, everybody we have watched today have mental health problems. And I'm not kidding. And that's sad to think about. That this stuff actually, like, this stuff makes you more ill. Because this is all, like, this is typically coping mechanisms for the mentally ill people. And then it makes you worse. Like, this woman is probably very sick in the head, and she's like a mom.
Very distracting. I'm such an eye contact person, but I'll have to like look away and blink and stuff. Otherwise, your whole face is gonna dissolve.
I should nurture.
Like, I'm fucking sorry? What? I can't look at you for too long or else your face dissolves? What?
More of my seeing, because we can all
tap into all of it.
I'm Aquarius moon,
of course,
so we're a little bit, and then Pisces rising.
Oh, anybody who channels aliens is probably Aquarius.
Gotta have a little weird. They're like
Yes.
just a tinge or like at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that, because if I look at someone for too long and my vision starts to go to pinpricks and they go tiny. When you look at someone for so long, they shrink. When I look at someone for too long, they look like an Eben. They look like an Eben if I look at them for too long. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, oh, yeah, eye contact's so hard for me because if I look at you for too long, you're gonna start melting. You're gonna start looking like a... Oh my god, did I close the autism video? Fuck. I was trying to find the melting man. I was trying to find the melting man that looked like the fucking droopy dog. her Instagram is not that good. I looked for quite a bit, but no, she is really, really weird.
I'm also psychic. And when I look at people, I see their faces shapeshift. Like your face dissolves. I'm also trying to be normal. Oh God, she's talking about aliens.
Oh, so that's just the thing that she rolls with, is that when she stares at people, their face melts. I think you should go to the hospital. I think if when you stare at people, their face melts, you should go to the hospital.
And it's like, I had a uterine fibroid, size of a grapefruit, which I did a lot of ayahuasca.
How many people have seen this?
100 million. That was my last lucid sentence. And then I got lost in the portal. These are not just hemorrhoids. These are my intestines. They were the size of like baseballs. Like I begged for the whole 9th month to be murdered. I didn't sleep.
What? Girl, I can't. What is she saying? I can't. What is she saying? So drugs. So she's been permanently tripping on ayahuasca. Like she did ayahuasca. Well, okay. I mean, she did ayahuasca and went insane. So that explains everything. And she said she had like what? Okay, I'm sorry. She had like tumors in her like intestines that she just took a bunch of ayahuasca to get rid of. And she begged to be murdered. She's fine. She's normal.
For 35 days. Milliseconds.
She didn't sleep for 35 days. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. And also, after you do that, you turn out completely normal.
It was, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to survive? I feel like I'm giving so much TMI. I'm also psychic.
No. That's not too much information. No, you're fine. No, this is fine. This is like barely scratching the surface of even venting. This is not too much information for anybody at all. I need to listen to that again, just like not pausing.
And when I look at people, I see their faces shapeshift. Like your face dissolves. I'm also trying to be normal. Oh God, she's talking about aliens. Like I had a uterine fibroid, size of a grapefruit, which I did a lot of ayahuasca.
How many people have seen this?
100 million. That was my last lucid sentence. And then I got lost in the portal. These are not just hemorrhoids. These are my intestines. They were the size of like baseballs. Like I begged for the whole 9th month to be murdered. I didn't sleep for 35 days. Every millisecond was, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to survive? I feel like I'm giving so much TMI.
No, that's not TMI. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I mean, this woman's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. I also did the astrological birth charts for the secret lives of Mormon wives so that you don't have to, and here's what I found. So, a reintroduction. Hi, I'm so happy you're here. A reintroduction. Let me introduce myself. Let me reintroduce myself. Girl, boned it. Absolutely boned that. And you didn't even fix it? Reintroduction? I feel bad showing her kids. She's posting them. I hate that shit. I hate when people post their fucking babies. I hate it. Yeah, no, her Instagram was not that good. Is that propaganda I'm not falling for? Spiritual... Oh. So I'm not falling for... Spiritual awakening means losing all of your friendships. Yeah, I don't fall for that shit either. Don't fall for super high protein is the only way to lose weight. Yeah, that's total bullshit. I'm also not falling for... Oh, wait. She's... Okay, actually, like, kind of woke. She's propaganda... Cancel culture as a concept, she says, is not real. I actually fucking totally believe that. And I think that too. I've said that multiple times, yes. Celebrating eating junk food and calling it food freedom. I don't believe in that shit either. Yeah. Raising kids according to the status quo. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I think we should all homeschool our children and not let them have friends. I'm not falling for chronic illness. It's just your body attacking itself. Yeah, no, it's a gift from the cosmos. And I also don't believe that you have to be high. You have to be high vibe 24/7 to manifest. Yeah, you can be low vibe and manifest. Absolutely. And then she's just going, there's such thing as too much protein. And it's like, who are you to talk about this? Like, she's a wellness author. Like, who cares? I mean, just like, who cares? Is this her husband? No, this is Dr. Joel Gator. And then he goes, and he turns into an alligator and he bites her head off. This alligator bit my fucking head off. And then she makes another video saying, I did a video and an alligator bit my fucking head off. It bit my fucking head off. Because that's what she sounds like. That's what her voice is like to me. Hey, alligator bit my fucking head off. Some people don't believe in low-vibe manifestation, and you know what? To each their own. To each their fucking own. But also, what are the chances that Spaceball 2 got announced today? Also, I'm not watching it. But what are the chances? What was the coincidence last time with a stream? I like was talking about something, and then there was like some strange coincidence that happened with like the theme of the stream. What was it? Does anybody remember? I don't. So people can't read your mind with that on? No, this is my alien robe. I talked about this in the beginning of the stream. Maybe you weren't here, that's fine. Maybe you weren't here, and that's fine, but this is my alien robe. I said, what were the lyrics? I got my robe, my alien robe. Now, people have sent things.
Oh, let us say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all?
I love this shit, dude. I've seen this stuff before. Like, this guy's gonna say that he's, like, channeling aliens, and they're talking through him.
All right,
yep.
all right. First and foremost, we thank each and every one of you, again, individually and all of you together collectively, for the co-creation of this interaction and the allowance for us to experience through each and every one of you another facet, another perspective, another point of view and experience of all that is.
Like, it seems like he's doing, yes, like an offensive accent or an impression of somebody. Bashar.org. And, like, he's obviously just talking.
We would like to begin this transmission by talking about an idea to give you more clarity on the concept of manifestation.
Manifestation. Like, manifestation. That sounds like he's doing an offensive Scottish accent. That sounds like he's pretending to be Liam Neeson.
It has,
who's not Scottish, who's Irish. I think I was thinking of Gerard Butler.
Been labeled, has been recognized by many different names.
I had another guy in my head, just so you know, I had another guy in my head. Just so you know, I did have another guy in my head, and I just said the wrong name. And I had a guy in my head.
Many different cultures, not only on your world, but other civilizations as well. One of the names you have given the idea of the manifestation space comes from your psychological disciplines and has been referred to generally, loosely, as the collective unconscious.
Why does...
He has that alien accent. He sounds like Flood from Mario Sunshine.
Was that Flood or was that more Trisha Takanawa?
Mario, hit the R button.
That's Flood.
Hit the R button.
That's Flood. Trisha Takanawa is,
I am standing here.
That's Trisha Takanawa. They're kind of the same voice. When I do them out loud, Flood and Trisha Takanawa are the same voice. Which is interesting. Which is interesting that Flood from Mario Sunshine and Trisha Takanawa do have the same voice.
Yeah, Flood goes, press the Y button. Press the R button. And he goes, Mario! That's what he does.
What's a flood line? What's a flood line that I can think of in my head? I'm trying to think of a cutscene. I'm trying to think of a classic flood line from a cutscene, which normally I would know. I know when Toad goes,
Look at that sticky paint-like goop! It's moving!
and then Toadsworth goes, no, boys, don't touch that stuff. I do know that from the opening cutscene. Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. I do know that. We welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a spectacular wonderland, full of the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. And then Mario drools and he comes in his fucking pants and he shits and he fucking starts jacking off. And Mario starts fucking jacking off. He's on the plane and he goes, oh, fuck.
Does it still seem like there's a culture of domination?
Because it's fear-based, as I just told you.
Oh, so
remember.
Okay, Bashar is kind of a queen. Wait. Why is Bashar queening out a little bit? I just told you. I literally just told you.
People who are not fear-based don't need to express domination.
Okay.
Remember that when you express the idea of attempting to dominate, that means you don't believe you actually have any power.
Yeah, what the hell? What's it? Sassy bitch. Like, why is he... Look at him. He's even being like... He even did like a... At this woman. I already told you.
Because if you really know you have power, what would be the point of dominating? You're already as powerful as you need to be to create whatever reality you prefer.
I mean, this is like the exact type of Instagram reel that I would stumble upon by like, just, you know, GameStop manager type of guy, long hair, same shirt, frankly, khaki shorts, and he's like monologuing some like fantasy roleplay scenario that he's made up. And he's like, the king. And he's like, if you already have power, if you have fear, why would you need more power? This is exactly like something I would just stumble upon.
If you have to dominate, you're saying you're powerless. I don't have any other way of creating what I prefer other than trying to control my reality and other people's reality and force them into this idea that makes me feel safe. You understand?
Yeah. An alien wouldn't talk like that. Who's laughing? Why are they laughing? What's funny about that?
Because if they
they're going like, oh yes, he spilled. He spilled with that. He did spill.
Haven't been given the tools to get in touch with their
He
own
did actually
self-empowerment.
feel
Feel powerless, and that scares them, and therefore they're in denial of that because it scares them to even look at it, and therefore they have to project outwardly onto others the idea of their fear. Because please remember, again,
and that's the gag.
paradoxically,
and then he's like, and then he just is like, and that's the gag of it all.
people who are in denial of the fact that they have fear-based beliefs are also in denial that they're in denial. Yes?
Get it? Bitch? Bitch?
Yeah. That's the negative reinforcement.
Like, that's the thing, is he does actually seem like such a fucking cunt. He's conducting a motherfucking orchestra out here, Doctor Strange over here, casting spells.
Of the fact that they have fear-based beliefs are also in denial that they're in denial.
Like Maestro over here. He's such a cunt. Like, why would you listen to him? Like, this alien is a dickhead. This Bashar is
Yes?
horrible.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
negative
Oh my
belief.
God. He even went, "Yeah, right? Are you listening? Say yes. You're listening to me, right? Yes. Are the lights on, bitch? Oh my
The
God.
enforcement from the negative belief is you have to be in denial that you're in denial so that you won't look at those things. And therefore, the only avenue of escape you have is to project it outward onto others and attempt to gain what you think is control outwardly.
An alien wouldn't do that. Like, that's the thing, is he's supposedly channeling an alien. An alien wouldn't do that. An alien wouldn't know English grammar and punctuation. You're telling me out of all the language, like, if realistically, if an alien was to know a language and its grammar and punctuation, it would be not English. It would be a language that is spoken by more people, because to an alien who wants to come to Earth, they would probably just look at, well, this language is spoken by the most people, so let's do that one. Right? I would. I'd be like, well, this gets me more communication with people. I would do that one. Because you don't know, you're an alien. Yeah, and who's to say the alien doesn't know Dutch? Who's to say the alien didn't learn Hungarian, actually?
Instead of understanding you already have control inwardly. So eliminating fear-based beliefs, getting people in touch with the fact that they're already as powerful as they need to be to manifest whatever they truly need in life without having to hurt themselves or anyone else in that process, then you'll have a different world. Then you'll have a balanced world.
One more question.
Yes.
Do you have
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is the type of guy. Yeah, that looks about right. This is that you know, self-titled street philosopher who goes to local parks and does the tightrope. This is the guy that's the kind of guy that does the tightrope at local parks and has a huge like pipe, has a really big pipe. I was gonna say, also the message from the last guy was fine. The actual message he said is like, be confident and don't be scared. Yeah, that's fine. To think that people have to go to a guy pretending to be speaking as an alien to get that message, though, is unreal. He's got the Eben bush on his head. He's got that's the Eben bush. Hey man, nice hair. Looks like an Eben bush.
you have the ability to scan?
Hey dude, nice hair. Where'd you get it from? An Eben's groin?
I'm always scanning.
Okay. Can you tell me how many negative beliefs I have?
Got his ass. Got him.
Talk about opening yourself
Face
up.
crack. Face crack from Bashar.
5,487 and a half. Now, do you believe me?
That's less than I thought I had, so thank you.
Then I guess you must be doing pretty good.
I guess I'm doing pretty good, yeah.
Do you believe me?
No.
Thank you. Then that's one less negative belief.
All right. Thank you very much, Bashar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I do have to pay attention to the giant crystal. I do have to pay attention to the giant crystal that is on the desk. Also, you say this is an... What the fuck is this? Oh my god, this fucking website. Thank you. I agree with this. That's the conduit. Thank you, Earthling plant. That's to conduit the energy, I presume. That's to get the energy from Bashar. into here. Into this room. Or is that for purely decoration? Like, what about the fake palm trees? Okay, so we have to look at Bashar channel by Daryl Anka more. So they're doing an event soon. They are doing an event soon. I guess he just does this alone now. Bashar channeled by Daryl Anka. How many subs? 187,000. He just does this. He's Bashar. Like, isn't this so awesome to think that, like, this is his job? That he, like, wakes up every day and he's like, okay, I gotta put on my Hawaiian shirt and do Bashar today. I gotta do Bashar today. Fuck, guys. When is the Mystery NYC meetup? When is the Mystery NYC meetup? Does it No! Nice! It doesn't conflict. So Mystery's New York Bootcamp is June 27th to 29th, meaning I can still make Bashar's NYC meetup. Oh, wait, that's in 2 days. Shit. Fuck. I won't be there. That's not a building in New York. Live Bashar channeling. And ET contact meditation. Meet your new galactic family.
You can sense the joy, the compassion.
Oh! Yeah, I want that guy as my nephew. Imagine this guy's your cousin. This is a member of your new galactic family. That's your cousin, dude. Imagine your cousin goes and is like, "Hey, meet my husband." And it's this guy, and he's in your blood now, and he's in your family.
Excitement.
Oh yeah, I mean I hate that these kind of people have access to AI. I fucking hate it so much. I mean, like, I hate it because I hate people using generative image AI, period. But I actually think no, I take that back. I think these are the only people that should have access to it. I think the only people that should have access to it are, like, people that, like, these sort of alien type folk. And they should be able to make up their aliens. They're the only people that should have access to it, and everybody else should be banned.
This moment when you finally experience contact.
Is that, like, the bar that it's gonna be at? 100% it is. 100% it is. That's the performing art. That is, like, the fucking shitty little performing arts center that they have put the graphic of the spaceship going towards. Look at that fucking building.
Contact.
You know, obviously not to knock anybody who performs at the Birkenpack Performance Arts Center. I might do it someday. Who knows? Tickets are going fast. Also.
Join us for this transmission. Believing is
Oh, it's NYC area. It's in Englewood, New Jersey.
seeing.
Of course it is. I do want to try. This is like the kind of shit that I was like trying to find, like alien, people speaking to aliens, like the alien conduit stuff. He missed the word. I've just had Discord open so I could like open videos, and I've just like looked at the preview of the stream again and saw that this green guy is just huge on the stream.
Did WGN ever reconnect with the UFO guy Juan Carlos interviewed at O'Hare? Well, we tried to find this guy, and we even left messages with his mother and grandmother somewhere in Texas, but we could never find him. Take a look at Juan Carlos's conversation with the UFO guy.
What do you think? Do you believe in UFOs?
Oh yeah, yes sir, definitely. They're out there, man. I seen them. I've been out there, Aurora, Texas. They got them little graves and stuff. Yeah, I've been out there, and I don't know. I'm planning a trip. We're going out to like Arizona or something and figure something out. Or not Arizona. What was it? Yeah, it was Arizona, right? That Air Force One where they found all that stuff. I got pictures of Aurora. I seen grave sites. They're out there, man, and I'm flying in the plane. I'm always hallucinating, but who really knows what I'm looking at? You know what I'm saying?
He's so fucked up. He's so fucked up. He hasn't blinked also once. Also wrong state, not Arizona. No, you're thinking of Nevada, buddy. And you're not thinking of Air Force One. You're thinking of Area 51. Like, just completely blowing it completely. I don't think the sound alerts are working. I apologize. Like the channel redeem ones, channel point redeem ones. I don't know why. Yeah, this guy's he's on something or he's sick.
Saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but there's no proof of this. Just people's accounts.
You're right. There's no.
Oh, come on. That bummed him out. Oh no, that bummed him out. Did you see him? He was like, look. Oh, that bummed him out.
You're right. There's no proof, but I mean, there's no proof of Jesus or, you know, people go in the restroom until they tell you about it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just kind of the way I see things.
All right, so you believe it then?
Oh, definitely.
Do you think there's
There's no proof of people going to the bathroom unless they tell you about it. That's well, my refute to that was when I used to live with a girl who would shit in the toilet and not flush. That's how I refute that. I didn't know that either until then. I also thought that there was no proof of people going to the bathroom until they said so, until when I was 22 years old and I lived with a girl who would never flush her shit. Well, she would. She just forgot like maybe half a dozen times in like the few months that she lived with me. So, which is too many.
like little green men out there?
No little green men, definitely.
Do you think there's like little green men out there?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No little green men, sir.
No? Well, what do you think there is out there?
Who knows, dude? They could be made of water.
It could be made of water. It could look like it could look like in Peter Gabriel's music video Steam when Peter Gabriel morphs into the liquid water man and then he walks with the fire woman and they fall in love.
I don't even know.
Water?
Water, man. You heard the man.
Dude, they are actually just harassing this guy. I mean, you know, he's it's a short interview, but he's just making fun of him. He's like, "So you think there's little green men? Fucking idiot. Tell me what an Eben bush looks like." And he's like, "I don't know."
Water. They could be made of anything. Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial, you mean?
The extraterrestrial.
They're being mean to him. Oh, I don't like that. Wait, they're being mean to him.
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
There you go.
They're being mean to him. I don't like that. Leave him alone. If anybody's interested, he's in the army now. Oh yeah, no shit, because his brain doesn't work.
I got pictures of Roar. I seen.
Yeah, no shit, this guy's in the army now. There was a guy who ran the miners' union in North Yorkshire during the strike, and he thought aliens had been to Newcastle, and that's it. Oh, yeah, they went to Newcastle and they left and never came back. That's why. Yeah, aliens stopped in Newcastle and looked around and went, "Holy fuck, we gotta get out of here, and then they decided to never come back to Earth. Why is water always the man and fire is always the woman? Because women are feisty and women have attitude and personality, and the man is just and then the man goes with the flow. So you have the man who goes with the flow, and he's docile and he's water, and then you got the fiery woman, who stands up for herself, has an attitude, and doesn't care what other people think of her. And people might think she's too hot, and people might think that when you get too close, she burns you a little bit, but she's just living her truth, and she doesn't expect anything in return. All she cares about is spreading good vibes, positivity, joy, and good relationships, having good conversation, and spending time with her family.
These are the most famous alien stories ever. A Russian boy named Boriska has continually blown experts' minds. He was able to read and write at a very, very young age, could hold up his own head unassisted a week after he was born, and had detailed knowledge of subjects he had never been taught. But Boriska had an explanation, and it might blow your mind. He said,
"What's it gonna be?" Well, subtitles spoiled it.
Says he's a reborn Martian who lived on the Red Planet after a nuclear catastrophe decimated the surface. According to him, 7-foot-tall Martians still live underground on the planet.
I just noticed the caption. When's that gonna come in?
They also apparently have a connection with the Egyptians, and some mysterious key is hidden behind the ear of the Great Sphinx. This is absolutely insane, and do you believe Boriska?
Yes. I believe Boriska.
Next, the story of Antonio Boas' apparent alien
he had sex
abduction
with
gained international attention. According to the Brazilian farmer, he was working in a field in 1957 when he saw a bright red light in the sky. The light got closer and closer until he realized it belonged to an oval-shaped craft of some kind. Unable to outrun the craft, Antonio was grabbed by 3 alien beings.
And then did they fuck him? I'm sorry. Okay, so did the aliens fuck him?
They stripped him and covered him in a gel-like substance, and he was forced to have sex with a female alien. Despite
And he drew that? Man, when am I gonna get abducted? When am I gonna get abducted and I gotta fuck a alien babe? He was made to fuck the alien babe. Like, that's bad. That's bad. That's not nice. That's bad. But if I got abducted and they said, hey, listen, we got an alien babe in the back, I'd say, I'd say, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. This is absolutely a guy who just got caught cheating. Yeah, he had perfume on him. He had a weird smell. He had perfume on him, and his wife went, "Who's that?" And he went, "Oh, that's just the smell that's from the gel, the alien gel residue that was slathered all over my body when I just got abducted by aliens just now, and I had to have sex with an alien woman. That's why my dick is still hard." That's what that was. I had my coworker tell me totally like that sort of a similar story. So I told him a story about how I did a commercial with someone who smelled really bad. I did a commercial with someone who smelled really bad, and he put his arm around me, and I felt his sweat. I was wearing a tank top, and I felt his sweat. Why am I showing you my shoulder? That's dirty. And no, stink wasn't part of the role. And he was like sweating, and I felt his sweat just like on my arm, my bare shoulder arm. And then when he left, I smelled my shoulder to see if it still stunk. That's what I told him. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, sometimes like smells can just embed in your skin. I still have a armpit that smells like my ex-girlfriend." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, she used to just use like natural oils and so certain like weird soaps and stuff. And one of my armpits still smells like it, and all of my girlfriends, they smell it. Like my current girlfriend, like she smelled it and was like, 'What's that smell?' And I was like, 'Ugh, yeah, that's what that is.'" And I'm like, "Okay." Sure. Sure, dude. Sure. Yeah, every girlfriend I've had says, just a fun coworker conversation. Just a fun coworker conversation when you're trying to, tell a silly little story that's relatable to both of you, which it was. And it was silly, and it was small, and it was harmless. And then he says, yeah, one of my armpits smells like my ex-girlfriend. Wink. All of my girlfriends ask me why one of my armpits smells like another woman. Wink.
There being little evidence to back up his claims, Antonio insisted the tale was true right up until his death in 1991. This is just absolutely mind-blowing if it is real.
Yeah, if it is real, it is mind-blowing that he had sex with an alien. With an alien lady. Yeah, that is very mind-blowing and crazy.
Slide me a cold one. I only drink space beer.
Oh! I have seen this. I have seen this video. I love this video. I've seen this. This is Pilot Red Sun, yep. This is Pilot Red Sun. I love Pilot Red Sun. I love Pilot Red Sun. Why is it? Why am I being recommended Precious scene? Why am I being recommended the scene from Precious? Why am I being recommended? Because you got your degree, and you think you know every fucking thing. Why am I being recommended that scene? That's this scene. When does she say it? Can I find it, like, easy? Because you got your degree, and you think you know every fucking thing.
I am, and why I did it, and all of that. Since you got your degree, and you know every fucking thing.
That didn't take me very long to find. Because you got your degree, and you know every fucking thing. That's such a sad movie, but I love that line read so much. I love that line read. I got a little more time, so I want to see if I could find people channeling aliens. Oh, yes! This is the one!
As a Christmas gift, Reverend
This is such a good video. Yeah, this is like, yes! You guys have seen this, right? I've probably watched this on stream before. This is exactly what I was thinking of. Yes, this one's so fucking good.
offered to use his body as a vessel for his alien friend Corton.
God, Louis Theroux's so fucking good. How does he find these people?
Over here, is that okay?
No, I have to be sitting in the southeast, Louis, always.
Corton will share with us the benefit of his extraterrestrial wisdom. Focus.
Okay.
This is Central Control. This is Central Control. Stand by.
This is Central Control.
Now, he's doing the alien voice.
And he's doing the flood one there.
Central Control, this is Addy.
The guy, they're fucking hysterical.
Central Control, this is Addy. On behalf of the Honorable Corton Representative, we are ready to begin with the information which we have for these individuals in this time period. Let us begin with the individual who's to the left forefront of the instrument.
Fucking like laughing. Like, all these guys need to do is fucking do improv. Just go to an improv class, dude, and you get all this shit out of your system.
State your first name.
What's your first name?
Within the next 4 to 6 of your Earth months, there will be a dramatic change in your life activity, so that it would give you a more rounded character to pursue, modeled after another individual, and this one has the initials MJF. Is that known to you?
Did you say MJF?
You think Michael J. Fox? MJF.
Oh yeah, I guess.
You do like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. It would be safe for profession to
To go straight,
Right.
do legitimate movies.
Very well,
Another question, Mike.
I'll pass.
So about the Course in Miracles.
It is thus termed miracles because it seemingly applies to each individual differently, but brings very succinct enlightenment, erudition.
He has, like, you know when you watch anime and there's characters. I mean, I don't know what you would call it, but I'm trying to explain, like, you know how there's anime characters who will just have little, like, vocal quirks which, like, don't mean anything, but they'll be like, yes, nee. I'm so happy to hang out, nee. You know, like that. Like, that's literally what that's what he's doing.
What was that? I didn't even understand.
He's going like, come after, well, he doesn't say come, but.
Did you?
Yeah, they'll say nya because they're the cat one. They'll be like, yes, nya. Like how Naruto goes, datsubayo, and it means nothing, and it's just like a little, like, it's like a well, he doesn't say it all the time, but.
Yeah, you're saying that the course brings enlightenment to.
That is correct.
Caught on.
That is correct.
We are only committed to that which is Almighty God, Father of lights.
That's exactly like what I wanted to find. Like, people channeling aliens, people who talk to aliens react couch. But that shit is really good. Wait, should we watch Michael Knowles react to this? Is this channeling an alien or possessed by a demon? See, that's the kind of stupid that I'm not jealous of being. I'm not gonna play Michael Knowles because he's a cunt and he should be dead. But that's the kind of stupid that I don't wish I am. Like, I wish I was stupid enough to be like, oh my god, he's actually talking to aliens. There's a lower tier of stupid, which is Michael Knowles stupid, who is like, no, he's not channeling aliens. He's actually possessed by the demons. That's what he's doing. He's actually possessed. He's talking to demons, actually. Who is Michael Knowles? He's like a right-wing pundit guy. He's a cock. But I'm Shirley MacLaine, extraterrestrials and whoa, who's this? Extraterrestrial channeling?
Treb is actually a benevolent reptilian hybrid. So this being that I channel.
Well, of course. Treb is a reptilian hybrid, yes.
Is a very loving reptilian. A lot of people see that already.
Oh, yeah, very loving reptilian. A loving reptilian, you say, and then you show me a handsome lizard man in a suit?
Is actually
Channel Treb.
So this being that I channel is a very loving reptilian. A lot of people see that already. Reptilians are negative. All humanoids are good, and that's not the case either. So it really
I hate that fucking line. I hate that line of thinking, by the way, in this, like, alien subculture world. I hate that line of thinking that all of the reptiles are the bad guys and the humanoid ones are the good guys. That's so awful.
The spectrum that we have on Earth, it exists out there, but Earth is a different type of experience. Something that Treb said that always kind of made me laugh was Earth is one of the very few places that a stone cold killer can walk outside and kill someone in cold blood for money, and then go home and put their child in bed and love that child with all of their heart and soul.
Man, Treb is, yeah, Treb's out of, like, literally out of this fucking world. Like, that's, like, actually some real shit. Yeah, that's some real shit from Treb. Can I hear him talk as Treb? Rob begins channeling Ardif.
Up for that?
I am very up to that. I think I'll channel Ardif first, if that's all right with you.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take a drink of water, and it'll take me a minute or two to drop into that. Greetings to all. This is Ardif. Before taking your queries, we wish to express the two things that we have always expressed.
He's just doing his Uriel Septim impression.
Co-creating with humanity first, above and beyond all things that are expressed in this.
He's doing Gandalf voice.
Day, to know, to feel, and to perceive that you are loved in our perspective is of utmost importance. Knowing that you are loved is quite different.
I want him to channel Treb.
They love you. When I love you occurs, that are two separate.
This is wait at ET Whisperer. Wait, Robert Gautier, the ET Whisperer. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. This is good. This is crazy shit. Like, these are an hour long. Excuse me? Is he channeling Treb? Fucking JPEG, this deviant art ass fucking drawing. I think Treb's coming in, guys. Yeah, he just starts farting. He starts farting and pissing and wheezing and moaning. Mike, this is how I sound after eating wings, man. This is how my stomach sounds after eating a pound of garlic parm wings. Oh my god, it's people doing fan art of Treb. It's literally fan art of Treb. It is. He seems nice. When does he come here? Oh, he's here. He's here. He's here. He's fucking here.
Good evening, Kalina.
Oh, good evening, Trev. How are you?
I am doing very well, and how are you doing in this evening?
Why is he doing a Mario voice? Why does he sound like Mario? Hello. Why does he sound like Mario? Also vampire, also could be vampire. Oh my god, that's so funny though. Like, this is how I want people to feel about, like, Zeth. Like, that girl was like, oh, hi, Treb. Hi, buddy. Hi. Like, this guy should just be doing improv. This guy should just be a Twitch streamer where he can make up characters with a little VTuber avatar and do them. I need to do a Treb stream. I need to do Treb VTuber.
I'm very, very excited. Happy to talk to you. Happy for you to connect to our beautiful callers.
Yes, and I am very excited to speak
Yes, that's his catchphrase. Yes.
to you as well. Although I will be addressing the callers in this evening, I have spoke to the host with an idea that is very resonant to him. What I will do is address the callers in this evening, and then I will let the entity that you would know to be auditive, the Nebian entity, or what the host calls the ancient Pleiadian entity, known as auditive. And once I am connected to this entity, he will speak to all of you, and then he will take a question from each and every one of you. And in this idea, I find great excitement as well. And now I must speak of the educator process that abundance is. In the
I mean, that's disgusting. I love Treb. I wish he had, like, short videos of Treb, though. He hasn't posted in 8 years, by the way. He literally has not posted in 8 years. He's just channeling them outside, channeling them in his room. Treb talks to Treb talks to Asia? Steely Dan? Eridif on Magic? Dude, I fucking hate Eridif. I hate Eridif. Eridif's a cunt. Oh, he loves this guy. Eridif's a cunt. I like Treb because he's sweet and he's nice. Does he have, like, old, like, oh, a year ago. Oh, hang on. It's because I'm sorting by popular. Latest. Oh, 9 days ago. Hey, would you look at that? Holy shit, I mean, this stuff is fucking crazy, like, actually. I mean, like, that's fucking nuts. Do you need Lyran Light Language contact code activation? Can you show me this, show me the sexy lion man again? Wait. He doesn't come back? I want to see the sexy lion man. What? Oh, wait. But what am I? I'm Andromedan. Does he have, like, does he have the Andromedan, codes or whatever? Sort by latest. Does he have Andromedan light language? He has, that's vegan light language. Vegans. Let's see if he has an Andromedan light language so I can really tap into my newfound identity. Andromedan channeling. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's Arcturian. Fuck. Where's the fucking Andromedan one? Where's my Andromedan light language? What the fuck? What the fuck? Where's mine? Where's mine? I can do Andromedan channeling. Why do I keep saying that? He talks to my people.
The body. That means the energy. And that means the whole thing that is encased inside of the experience that's in front of you. So let's start with first the understanding of healing. What's wrong with your body? Your finger is hurting? Does that mean that your finger is now broken and your finger has less connection with your body? No, your finger still is there. It's out of alignment, and not out of alignment with the bones and tendons and muscles, but there is an out of alignment energy inside of your field, and that experience gets brought to you.
Like, what is he I mean, prayers to you and your family. Thank you, Robin Eridif. How's your son? Everyone's saying prayers to your Thank you. I will say a prayer for your family. Oh, because my son and I were in the hospital, we took this clip from the Patreon monthly Q&A. Like, dude, he's a dad. Like, he does this for work. Like, I can't believe that. Like, imagine doing this for work. Yeah, yeah, imagine what this guy thinks about, like, the drones in New Jersey. Okay, that is actually, I know I've been saying, like, I'm jealous that, like, I can't be like this. But also, yeah, like, imagine when anything happens ever, like, how scared they must get and think aliens are, like, invading. But also they love it because they think they're aliens. They're like, oh my god, my family is coming back home. But I am, you know, I'm sort of jealous that I can't, like, oh, he has a video about it? You notice on his page? I can't read out of, at the moment because I'm sort of fading away. And I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a sec, but so basically, so this is him and his OCs, by the way. That's Eridif and Treb.
Now, first of all, understanding the
And he's channeling Eridif right now, who is his Pleiadian OC.
nature of these lights that are being perceived, one must understand the collective reasoning behind that energy. But we will do what we do for the human collective and give you both that very earthly
I
perspective.
know. I hate Eridif. Treb is way better. I like the silly. I like the silly lizard man with like the better accent than Eridif.
Of what? You are seeing an experience.
Does he have a script, or is he just spitting off the dome? No, this is just off the dome. Like, someone like this really would just benefit from, like, doing improv classes and creating characters. Like, actually.
And perceiving, and then express the definition in why and what you are
Like,
creating.
he really does
collective
just need, like, a
form
creative
thought
medium.
experience. And first, as you perceive the lights within your skies, all of the energies
He really does just need to,
with over 98% of the images that you are
like, I can't watch this whole thing. The nature of the lights, soul reasoning.
reasoning. This brings us to the co-creation and consideration of what and why the Earth collective consciousness is creating this experience to start with. Now, when you are perceiving technologies that are human-made flying in the sky, some humans are within their own co-creational field as personal entities desiring to spark the imagination of the greater collective, to feel as if they're infamous, as they are co-creating. Now, of course, we do not perceive these individuals directly, but we perceive their intention in that co-creation and with the human collective eyes.
Why? What the fuck does Eridif think the New Jersey drones are? I'm losing my mind. Get to the fucking point, Eridif.
Upon this consciousness, of course, it further brings that energy to the surface.
And, like, if this was Treb, he would have told us already.
Shows what the intention behind that collaboration means, and of course, from their perspective, they desire to be seen. They desire
Like you're losing me, man. Like, if this was Treb, he would be like, all right, let me tell you right off the fucking bat. Here's what the drones are. Here's what the drones are. Eridif just likes to dick around. Eridif just likes to pussyfoot around, not get to the point.
Have been able to perceive more within. And as
okay, let me look at the comments. I watched the video of the lights for less than 2 seconds, and I personally declared them human-made. It's a good step towards opening dialogue for the masses. I approve this message. He pulls back the curtains to share the origin of the drone sighting. Like, I can't, like, I won't know. I can't listen to Eridif speak for 10 minutes. Like, I actually won't know. I won't know. E.T. Whisper is just losing me with these, like, very, very lame OCs. I mean, no, Treb's a really cool OC. Is Spotify back up again? I think it is. Aha, it is. Thank God. So I can actually have some music playing. Have you seen the guy who puts on a layer of tinfoil under his hat and then shows that there's holes in it? After the day? No. Oh God. Thank you for the gifted sub, Krusty Krab. I haven't seen that guy. But that's because of the Wi-Fi signals. To Treb! Oh, thank you! Thank you, Treb is now subscribed! Treb! Treb himself! Like, if I look up Treb Alien... Like, here's Treb. Like, literally, it's Treb boryitni, a reptilian hybrid, also known as Treb. It's Trebyit borne. No, it's Treb boryitni. Oh shit, that sub audio is still playing. I love Treb. I really, oh my god. Ugh. I do love Treb. I don't even know why I have a wig cap on under this. Like, I'm just wearing a hood. I just didn't want my hair to show at all, so I could be as galactic as possible. And I'm supposed to be gray. And I am supposed to be gray. How does Scientology fit into all this? Because it's essentially the same shit. It's just that stuff of like, oh, I'm yeah, Ebens don't have hair, that's why. Because Ebens actually don't have hair. So. Yeah, Scientology is the same shit. It's all just like, I mean, all of it is the same stuff, which is what makes it really boring, is that all of it is just like, oh, you feel different and you feel like you don't belong and you have these very specific beliefs that are actually like super specific to you.
Running dash.
Welcome back to the Pokemon Juju on that queef. Finally another alert showed up, other than it's hard being an alien being a human. Thanks for 4 months. Oh, thanks for 6 months, actually. Thanks for 6 months. It's all just like, you feel different, you feel like you're not actually a part of the planet, that's because you're an alien. Psych. It's all the same shit. Which is boring and lame. But then Scientology, you also have to pay for a fuck ton of books. There is a hype train, so I might dick around until then. I'll probably just dick around and kill a few minutes. I guess the one thing is that I'm not going to be streaming the next couple days, as usual. As usual, I'll be back on Sunday for Oblivion Remastered. Thanks for, no problem, Caucasian Miss Chloe? Excuse me? What did you just call me? Chloe? Who? Excuse? Why would you subscribe and then say that to me? What? I'm very conflicted. Caucasian Miss Chloe? Am I missing something? Cleo? I still don't understand it. I've still never heard that before in my life. You're losing me, man. It's not playing, but yeah, words, man, we made them up. I'll be back some Sunday. She was a tarot reader on TV back in the day. I didn't know that! Back in the day, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Welcome back to the Funky Man WWJCDO. Okay, well that lost me. Well, you lost me still. Old TV psychic, you still lost me. But as long as it's not weird. Oh, she's dead. Oh, cool, she's dead. Oh, cool, she died in 2016 at the age of 53. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Okay, she died. You remind me of this woman, oh, you remind me of this woman, she's dead. Hold on, DBJ just went live. Can we raid them and call them Caucasian Miss Cleo? No, don't do that. No, actually don't do that. I can give you a good one to say, though. Can you just say creepy withered old dog? And it's not like you're a creepy withered old dog. Just say creepy withered old dog. Don't say you are, because that's not, don't say that. That's mean. Don't say that. Just say creepy withered old dog. Get creepy withered old dog. Yeah, exactly like that. Just say creepy withered old dog. That's perfect. Did they actually just go live? Because I was gonna raid Justin, because, you guys are probably aware, there's like a handful of streamers that, I know that are at the moment, oh, Justin still is live. He's still doing his leg of it. Raid Justin, because DBJ is gonna be like 15 minutes. Okay, perfect. Okay, well then, don't say creepy withered old dog until Jesse's like at least on screen, but a bunch of people are doing like a fundraising Mario Kart stream to raise money for Churla, which is like an organization that helps assist immigrants, especially those like currently affected by it's an LA based organization that help out immigrants right now, especially those who are affected by all of the like fascist ICE raids and everything. So there's a big like Mario Kart World thing going on, which is great. So my plan was to raid into that. So I'm gonna raid Justin because he's still live with it. And then like I think he's probably just gonna raid whoever. It's like a relay, so it's like one person goes and another person, then another person, then another person. Don't call Justin a creepy withered old dog. Don't do that. Don't. Because he won't know what creepy withered old dog is. Don't do that's just and it's also just creepy withered old dog. It's Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights based out of Los Angeles. It's also just creepy withered old dog. What song is this? Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. I'm waiting a minute because there's still a minute left of the hype train. I'm being so fussy, but I'll be back on Sunday with Oblivion as usual because we're finally getting close to the end of the main quest. The thing about Bowie is he's an alien. Yes, he's Ziggy Stardust. He's an alien. That's why he didn't know the age of consent, because it was actually Ziggy Stardust. And it's the character, right? Like all the bad stuff with David Bowie, it was just the character. It was Ziggy Stardust, and he's an alien, so he actually doesn't know these things. So it's fine. It wasn't Eminem that did all that stuff. It was Slim Shady. It wasn't Eminem who talked about killing his wife all the time. It was Slim Shady. So he was just channeling Ziggy Stardust. So that's Men Who Fell to Earth is about him like learning that whole thing. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you so much for watching alien videos with me all afternoon. I will see you again on Sunday. Is it just gonna start? No, it's not. I will see you again on Sunday for Oblivion. Have fun the rest of the evening. Take care, and I will see you all again on Sunday. I'll get my schedule up on Saturday. Peace out, everybody. And make sure you do that Starseed quiz so you can channel who you really are. Because even though you have anxiety, it's not like a thing that can happen to the brain. You're actually an alien. From another planet. No, you're not depressed, whatever that is. You're just a Pleiadian. And they're very high empaths, so get that figured out. I'll see you later.